meaning when I say
it sounds
this.
reasonable, yeah.
Because I would love to do the Friday. I like the Friday show. I like just hanging out and it's a mess and it's retarded and silly. I like that too. But here's what my schedule used to be, okay? This is back when I lived, East Coast times, old days, Friday shows every week. We had Sunday, we had Wednesday, we had Friday, right? So I do the show on Sunday, okay? And then when the show was over, I'd be we would do an after show, by the way, on top of that. So there's basically 2 shows on a Sunday. I'd be bushed. And then I would sleep. I would go to bed. And so on Monday, and again, this is not a complaint. I don't want this to sound like I'm going wah wah baby mode on any of this, okay? Monday would roll around, and on Monday, I would, drag myself out of my coffin where I sleep upside down, and I'd have to make the thumbnail for the show. I'd have to put out the audio version. I'd have to promote it. I'd have to, get the shit on the website. I'd have to put the after show on the pizza fund and all this stuff. There's a lot of steps to it. It's honestly, I really need to still find a way to better streamline this because it's a mess. It's a fucking mess trying to make the show happen, okay? And while all that's happening, it basically takes me all of Monday to do all the stuff from the Sunday show because it's at night. If it was in the morning, that'd be one thing. If it wasn't live, that'd be one. I would just have it all ready to go when the show is put out. That's the way a normal podcast man works. And then the people who do this sort of thing, the way they work is they get a slave, a stupid white or Chinese slave to do all of their work for them. So they show up and they barely do a show at all, right? And then some other guy does all the work parts. But I'm a one-man band, so that's not happening. So Sunday's a goner, Monday's a goner. Tuesday rolls around, well, I got a Wednesday show coming up. And that's the one people are paying for, so I got to put a little effort into it. It can't just be fly by the seat of my pants. So Tuesday, I start working on the Wednesday show. All of Tuesday, all of Wednesday up until the show is working on the Wednesday show. Okay, fine. Wednesday, it's a primo show. This is what I'm telling James, by the way. James, who is not here right now. We're doing this show because of James. I just need to be clear. I didn't want to do this right now. I mean, I do, but I shouldn't be doing it right now. But James convinced me. Now, here's what... Huh? You can talk. You don't have to... this isn't a monologue. You can talk. What'd you say?
Nigger.
Okay, well, don't say that. We're live on YouTube. Jesus Christ. I know.
Jeez.
I know. I heard Shad's voice, and now he's being a
wait. No. It wasn't me. It was I wasn't the one who chirped up the first time.
You chirped up the first time, and now you're being sheepish, Shad. Okay. So, what do we have here? Mr. Burgle's going crazy in the chat. What's going on with that? So I see Smokane is modding this Mr. Burgle. Why is that happening? That's weird.
I see that.
Okay. Why is it when I click on that, it's as if I'm right clicking it? That doesn't make any sense. What is happening here? Burgles always win. He says, he just keeps spamming Burgles always win. He's actually saying always. For some reason, when I click on the chat, it's acting funny. Anyway. All right.
Thank God Urquhart's here.
I don't know what's going on there. All right, listen. Point is, I'm telling James I can't do it because then Wednesday comes around, I do the Wednesday show, and then because that's a primo episode, I edit together a preview version to put out for people to see if they want to join the Pizza Fund. I put this preview together, and then all the work I have to do on Monday, plus editing a brand new video, basically, that takes all Thursday. Sometimes I don't even get all that stuff done until Friday. So then Friday morning rolls around, I get that done, and I'm like, oh, fuck this. I don't want to do anything, right? But then I go, oh, shit, we do a Friday show. Now, it's nothing. It's this. It's literally nothing. It's less than nothing. It's the worst thing that's ever existed. But it's fun. And so I go, well, I got to have a little something. I can't just go into it having nothing, because what if we get a bunch of shy shads on our hands and that nobody wants to come on camera and nobody's talking? How embarrassing would that be? So I got to promote it. I got to get people excited to do it. I got to have something that I know will get everybody talking during the show, because right now we're in shy shad mode. This happens every time we do a Friday thing, and with the amount of distance we've had since the last one, it's going to be even more. All these guys, again, I'm not monologuing right now. This can be a conversation, but they're shy shadding me. Okay.
I like what you're saying. I want to hear you.
Everybody talking once. Let's go.
It's real good. You just talk the best, and I want nobody else to.
Jesse was trying to change my diaper.
He's here in spirit.
Okay, I thought that was actually James here for a second. Okay, so again, James convinced me to do this show, because I told him, so Friday comes around, the Friday show lasts forever. Then all I've got, I'm like spent. I don't take a day off in the week. And again, not a complaint. I could do that if I wanted to. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. The rules are up to me. I'm the boss man. But basically every single day in some capacity, I work on Pod Awful. And there's a lot of shit on the back burner. And there's been a lot of, we're installing new back burners every day to get stuff done, okay? And because of all this time of trying to set up the moon base and blah, 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 and I'm sick all the time, all this stupid shit that's happened, we've just got it's back burners all the way down. And so when a Saturday rolls around, and this has been the case for years, by the way, it's not just this past year that's been really rocky. This has always been the case, and this is why we got rid of the Friday show. Saturday would roll around, and I'd go, I'm spent. I need a little time to just lay in bed for a little extra time, whatever. Just do nothing, whatever. Or maybe a little actual human being time. It's rare, but every once in a while, I take a little bit of actual human being time. Again, I'm a never touch grass dude, but occasionally I'm forced, okay? Occasionally that does happen to me. So basically I end up going, okay, I've got the very end of Saturday and then the day before Sunday to work on the Sunday show. So anytime I've ever come to Discord or wherever and I've gone, do you guys mind if we just push to Monday? It'll be a better show. That's what happened. Every single time, that's what happened. But then you push to Monday, and there goes the schedule forever. And that's just back burner, back burner, back burner, back burner into infinity.
Now we're in the loop.
Now I explain this to James, and James's response is, yeah, but I liked us. I liked the Friday show when we did the Friday.
I agree.
You could have at least showed up for, like, used to always be in here for the the pre-show.
Listen,
just being retarded. He could have at least showed up for that to keep the tradition alive, right?
You would assume, you would definitely assume that we've got a lot of Mr. Burgles in the chat.
Holy shit. I gotta check this out.
That's fine. We can take care of that real easy. If we want.
Always win.
If we want, we can take care of that real easy.
Always win.
Always win. At least put the S on the always.
Always.
Always. So we we're getting gully bombed. This guy was ready to go. He's using our methods. We invented these methods.
Yeah, brother.
That's awesome, man. Thank you, Mr. Burgle. I assume it's Mr. Burgle and not Mr. Burgles. Anyway,
Mr. Chickles.
His S is broken on his keyboard.
Mr. Chickles.
Oh, that explains. That's not actually Mr. Burgers, right? This is just some lunatic.
Hopefully not.
Oh, okay. Because if it was Mr. Burgers, I'd let him.
Straight up.
This is probably Feezer.
If it was Mr. Burgers, I'd let him do it. If it was Mr. Burgers, I'd let him do it. And by the way, if if Mr. Burger shows up, if Vito shows up, anybody who wants to, if they're not a pizza funder, get them in here. Just keep an eye on that. We never know. We're in the right now on Discord. We're in the pizza fund only hangout chat. It's limited spaces. So again, if you're not willing to come on camera or anything, I don't know if people know this. The people in the $40 level of the pizza fund can just boot you. They can just choose to get rid of you. I've given them all.
Hell yeah.
So if they want to come on camera instead or talk instead. I think they have that permission, but
Oh, that's great.
anyway, the point is, if you want to join in here, pizza funders only for this part, but we're going to have this free on here because James is like convincing me. And here's what he said. And I know this is like, a guy who never stops thinking about the show and the different ways to do things. And I literally all the time thinking about this shit and stressing over it, worrying about it and trying to figure out new ways to do things. We just got monetization back on the channel for the first time in years. And I tried, and he was like, "You're leaving all this money on the table. Why don't you, you could do the super chats and stuff." And, I'm like, I don't want to do that during the real show, but you think I haven't thought like some shitty fucking ass stream like this, I could take super chats and we could get the memberships and all that and make all that worth it? It's like, yeah, I know. But the other reason that I didn't do the Friday shows before is because I had to hear from casuals all the time. People who just watch Pod Awful every once in a while, or even worse, our deepest, darkest enemies. What they would do is they would tune in. And when would they tune in? Well, on a Friday. That's when they, these guys, they're slave wages. So the only time they could tune in is on a Friday. We're not talking about Mersh fans here who have all day. We're talking about, Dick Masterson fans who need to give Dick Masterson more money, so they have to work all week. So they would tune in on a Friday, and then they would report back to their Reddits or whatever, and they would go, "His show is retarded. It's just him talking to a bunch of idiots on Google Hangouts." And I would go, "That's not my show. Wait a second. Hang on. No. Don't tell people that. That's an extra thing. This is not a real show. I put a lot of effort. I mean, like, a lot of effort into the regular show. You may not like it, but please don't go and tell people that this is all I do." And that's what was happening. So that's why we got rid of the Friday show. But if you think for an instant when we got monetization back that I wasn't thinking like, well, maybe we bring back the Friday show, I mean, listen, I will never read a super chat during the regular show. Obviously I wouldn't do that during a premium episode. That would be crazy. I'm not ROTC. I'm not begging for donations inside my paywall. That's nuts.
That would be diabolical.
Wow, we really are getting gully bombed hard by Mr. Burgles. He's still typing "always win." Is this like a
James, stop gully bombing. Get in here.
Always win.
Always win. I'm sorry, always win.
Straight up butthole right there.
Now it is. Now how insane is it? How insane is it that James is not here for? I acquiesced. I said, "Listen, this is a thought I've absolutely had on my own." James is right. I am currently in a mode of stop leaving money on the table. Don't be Maddox about stuff. This shit, the super chats, the memberships and stuff. I mean, listen, it's free fucking money. I straight up said, I'm never going to read your super chats, and also your memberships are meaningless. All you get are emojis, and you guys just keep signing up and sending in super chats. It's retarded. You guys are retarded for doing that. You're straight up fucking retarded.
It was worth it.
But with that said, we're doing $5 chat reads, okay? I will not, and we're also, you know what? Here's the other thing. We can actually fix this chat problem right now. So this guy actually subscribed on all of these accounts to keep typing Mr. Burgles, blah, blah, blah. Smokane or whoever is getting rid of his chats, just make sure you hide him on channel. Don't just put him in a timeout, because he's got to subscribe every single time he does that. So we just get a subscriber every time. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Pod Awful makes me do that.
Now what I'm going to try here for a second though is I am going to make him wait 5 minutes on it each time. So that's step number 2. See, listen, a normal guy, you do this sort of thing to him and he's panicked. Is the whole
James
stream. Huh?
James is home.
He's coming.
Well, he's not.
Oh, no.
All right, we need-
Japan
all right,
just
all right, wait,
raised
wait,
their
wait, wait,
age
wait.
of consent from 13 to 16.
Okay. Okay, we need 25 people in here immediately so James cannot join. You just get dummy accounts. How many people do we have in already? 1, 2, 3. Well, let's say hi to everybody. We've got Bob Sphincter.
Hi, James.
Hi, Bob. Oh, James is here now. Damn it. Well, James, you got to come on camera
As
then.
soon as you said that.
You got to come on camera then. So we've got James is here. We got Bob Sphincter. We've got you guys have all changed your names. I don't know who's who. Who's
You like
Nightwave?
fish sticks?
Who's Danny? And I
Hi,
get
man. That's Bob.
okay. Hi, Bo. Danny G. German. That's funny. Hi,
Bo.
Doom. Hi, Urquid. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Lenny. Hi, Vigo. Hi, Corey. Hi, Stribs. Hi, Dirk. Hi, Jared. Hi, Marlboro Man. Hi, Shad. Hi, Paul. Hi, Stella, aka N-Word Factory. Hi, Overlord. Hi, James, who is now Pete Esther. Very funny. Hi, Riley, and hi, Smokane. Okay, we got everybody in here. Get on video.
Hi, Jesse.
Thank you very much.
Jesse.
So get on the video, or else it doesn't matter. But James is right. I am just leaving like retarded money on the table for no reason. I figured let's try it out. Then James doesn't fucking show. He doesn't even know any of this has been going on. This is literally a stream for just James. Now, is this an all the time kind of thing? Absolutely not. This could suck ass and I'll just never do it again. So here's the rules tonight. All right. Here's what we're doing. If you haven't seen on screen, we're doing $5 chat reads because why not? Here's what I think is happening. I need you to understand. I have to dive into the AU gold of James's mind when he says stuff like this, when he's just randomly bringing this shit up, and specifically him saying like, you're leaving all this money on the table. How come you don't do? Here's what I think is happening. I'm pretty sure what James is saying to me is, why don't you just do what Sam Hyde's doing? Copy him. I think he was watching Sam Hyde and he's like, you do that now. And I'm like, but that
Sam Hyde, a day in my life.
In my head, I'm like, have you seen those streams? They're not fun. Like, you know, I mean, no offense, but there's a lot of nothing. I think you would admit there's a lot of nothing happening on those streams.
Talk about the submarine, Jesse.
Yeah, exactly. We talk, guys, and we will be doing submarine talk here soon. You know, and listen, what James really convinced me with, because this is again a thing I was already thinking anyway, is, does it look like a little tiny piece of my ear is hanging out right here and I'm like an elf?
Oh, I see.
It doesn't really look like it's your ear.
Okay, thank God. All right, I just caught that out of the side of my eye and I was like, whoa, you're looking a little Lego Lassie there, Jesse.
You look like a bionicle.
I don't know what that means, but thank you. I do know what a bionicle is. I just don't understand how I look like one, but okay. So here's what we're doing. $5 chat reads because James wants us to copy Sam Hyde. Basically, here's what James wants. James wants Pod Awful to do Sam Hyde, who is, of course, doing our favorite podcaster, Tim Heidecker's Office Hours. Sam Hyde's doing Office Hours, right? But Sam Hyde and H3 Ethan Klein are both doing Office Hours. That's like where they get that idea of the way they do their podcast from. But then Heidecker, Office Hours, he's doing, I think, like a Howard Stern thing.
No, soundboard thing.
He's copying it from that. And then, you know, it's just, I don't know how many steps back James wants me to go with all this. All I know is he wants me to take super chats. He's like dying for me to take super chats. So James, you better send in a super chat. I'm not joking. I will ban you. I'm going to ban you from the cult if you don't send in the super chat during this.
I'll send one. Okay.
So here's what we're doing. $5 super chat. This is the only time I'll ever read super chat. So if you've ever had something you just are dying to clip me saying, if it's $5 or more, $5 or more.
I like the sound of that.
$5 or more, I have to say it. Questions you're dying for, I have to answer it. Listen, this is why I don't do it on the main show. I feel I am bound to the sacred rules. I'm not a merch guy. I'm not going to read a thing and go, okay, we're skipping that. I don't like that. Troll. You know, if we get 100 $5 super chats in from Mr. Burgles or whatever saying Burgles always win, I got to read those. You know, so I'm bound to. Whatever you ask me, whatever you say, I'm bound to. So $5, I figured I'm worth at least $5. I mean, come on. So, you know, you can send $1 one. I'm not going to read that, but, you know, I guess it'll pop up on the screen here behind me. So that's the way we're going to do it. And then I want this to work. And this was James's idea. He wants it to work out for these YouTube membership things. We have nothing for these membership people. And I knew instantly going into this, we bring back Friday night hangout. People are on here. Instantly someone's going to say the N-word. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Here we are. So which means this stream ain't staying up. So when this is over, the only
wasn't the person I expected either.
Yeah, I know. We were all thinking Jared. Jared.
For sure.
So, and I'm coming to I see that we've got a couple in already, but I'll come to those in a second. You know, I'm not going to sit here. It's not going to be a Ninja Genie. I'm not going to be interrupting the middle of my sentence to read them. I'll just come to them when there's a lull and it makes sense. But I don't expect to get a whole lot either. I mean, it's to make people pay to talk to you is so retarded. It's very easy to get a hold of me. So, you know, again, this is mostly an opportunity for you to get me to say things I would not otherwise say or answer questions I would not otherwise answer. But at the end of this stream becomes members only. The only replay of this.
Like my favorite jacket.
Exactly. Just like your favorite jacket. Just like my favorite episode of The Sopranos. But it'll also be available if you're in the Pizza Fund. It'll also be available to you in the Pizza Fund, so you don't have to have both or whatever. If you're already in one, not the other, you'll have it one way or the other. If you're already paying, you'll have it, and I figured that's fair for everyone involved. So we've got the little thing here. Yeah, channel members, Pizza Funders only. Oh, also follow me on Twitter at the N-word. I got banned on @PodAwful again. I got permanently suspended twice. So, but you'll also see in the little thing down here, it says, this is not a real show. So there it is. There's the proof right there for when people run back to their groups going, this is the PodAwful thing. This is what, when Feezer is like, this is what the guy I'm supposed to be afraid of. Not a real show. This isn't it. Okay. But what you do have to keep in mind, and again, you have James to blame for this. Do I have my
James, I need you to turn on your bug zapper.
No, I don't have my James soundboard ready to go here.
Turn on your bug zapper.
You have James to blame for this. This means no show Sunday. Okay? Now, what I explained...
Wow, James.
What?
James.
What I explained to... I mean, you're in a show that's not a show at all right now. So, you know, not that big of a deal. But what I explained to James is I could do Friday shows, but the way it would have to work is the schedule would just always be moving. You know, it'd just be whenever the free show is, whenever the paid show is, whenever the hangout show is. And it would just be that until I'm ready for each show. And he was like, yeah, do that.
What do you do? Stop it.
Thanks, asshole.
Bob Sphincter, you're a very disturbed individual.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there wasn't going to be a show Sunday
this
anyway.
is all deep fake AI. That was not a real cat.
So we got a guy just showing his cat's asshole. Okay.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just let it go.
Who cares? It's a cat. But that, I gotta say, that looks
That's
like
just bizarre.
That looks like a penetrated asshole. Like I've seen cat assholes before.
At least he's on brand with his name.
That doesn't look like a foreign asshole to you. Let's just put it that way. That asshole looks used.
Familiar.
Used.
Yeah, familiar. This is this asshole biblically, I think.
No.
Do you care to explain any of this, Bob, or?
We go way back, that asshole and I.
I mean, your name is Bob Schwinker, so
I gotta say, I'm worried because you chose to show it off. That's just an option you went with in the middle of all of this. And again, I've never seen an asshole on a cat look so gaped, previously gaped.
Oh, no.
Part of the effort to end toxoplasmosis, I had to explore the cavity and check for worms.
Okay.
It's nothing nefarious.
All right.
The worms went into your brain out of the asshole.
It does seem like it. All right. So again, James, what's happening here today is your fault. How do you feel about that?
Well, Jesse, it all started back in 2017.
That's exciting.
When I joined my first Friday night hangout explosion.
Can you talk a little bit?
Autism test.
Can you talk a little bit closer to your bug zapper?
I'm right up in your ear.
I'm gonna forgive James, me personally. The rest of you don't have to. You were probably sitting there going, "I was waiting for that fucking Sunday show," you know. But I'm gonna personally forgive James because James has actually been kind of funny lately. You know, part of the reason why I went, maybe I should listen to James, which has never gone through my head ever before. Not once. James, not one fucking time have I ever thought, oh, what a great idea. James.
Yeah.
Jesse, before you get too far into maybe giving James credit, you mentioned earlier you're the rule maker. So in the ASLRDs, there is a certain section where if a person answers above a certain value, they're required to provide proof.
I see.
And
what
I
you're
have
saying.
reasons to
Stefan's
believe.
been very on to this in the past.
I have
two.
reasons to believe, due to something James said yesterday, that he might have either lied to us as a collective group, or he was telling a naughty lie to me.
All right.
Yesterday,
so
because
for the people who don't know, we used to do this thing on the Hangout shows when we would get to know somebody new on the stream. We would do ASLRDs, which is of course your age, sex, location, most importantly race, and some other stuff. And that other stuff is just dick specs. I mean, we had other things, but that's where the dzz comes from in ASLRDs. So, dick specs, you know, we get to know all about your penis. And if you're a lady, you can either choose to tell us about your vagooter or just the type of dick you prefer, whichever. I don't care. You know, it was no skin off my cock. And Zephod, I believe what you're saying is James claimed on his dick specs a certain size because we have a rule: if you claim above 6, was it 6.5? 7. If you claim above 7, you have to prove it. Okay, so you have the option of claiming normal to micro with no proof. Now, if you claim micro, I probably want to see it too. I probably want to see it more than I want to see a giant one, you know, because I'm not a gay guy. I'm just a curiosity maker. But
well, Zephod wants to see the giant one.
Well, this is the thing.
Definitely.
So
you found out today that I'm gay as well.
James, Zephod, what did James previously claim to be packing?
Well, I don't remember what he claimed on ASLRDs, but yesterday he confidently stated it was 7.1, which last time I checked is 0.1 above 7.
Wow, yes it is. And by the way, to even throw in that 0.1 is so brazen. 0.1.
I didn't.
You okay? Let me hear it.
Kind of sounds like you did.
Kind of sounds like you did.
Yeah, you did.
I said it was 7. I said
0.1, and I said, you know that means. And you said, yeah, but you wouldn't because we're friends. And I said, yes, we are friends.
I tell you what, James, let's get your ASLRDs, huh? This is your show, buddy. This episode of whatever this is, I just called it the Henchman Hangout because I don't know what to call this shit anymore. So, James, this is all for you, man. Let's start over. Let's start like it's brand new. We've never met you before. Let's get your ASLRDs, which is, of course, your age, sex, location, your most importantly, race, and some other stuff. James, take it away.
I'm 31 and loving it.
Sex?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Your location? Your exact location, by the way.
Plainfield, Vermont.
What is your street address?
I don't remember.
Okay, and then I believe that you have too many.
I believe that 100%.
Yeah. He's got too many. He's got too many doors to remember. Okay, so most importantly, what is your race?
I'm white.
Congratulations.
Ding, ding,
All
ding,
right.
ding,
Wait, hold on.
White passing.
Hold on just a minute now.
Wait. As I just want to be clear to anybody new to all of this, that might sound racist to you. By no means are we congratulating him on being white out of racism. No, white is our preferred race here at Pod Awful, as chosen at random out of a hat on the very first episode of Pod Awful ever. Okay, so that's not on me. It was randomized. Now, Corey, what is your contention here?
He said passing right after saying white.
White passing? Wait, what does that mean? What does that mean you actually are, James?
Well, I got a bit of Italian. I'm like a quarter Italian, so.
You know what? I'm done with this whole Irish and Italians aren't white thing, okay? Irish and Italians not only are white,
Hell yeah.
we're always white.
Yes.
The whole thing about Irish need not apply, and the same with Italians and stuff. That wasn't because we didn't think of them as white. This is rewriting history by the losers of history, okay? AKA non-white. All right.
Okay.
Listen,
all right.
I don't write the rules, but that's what's going on. They love pointing out like, oh, you guys didn't even like your own people. Oh, all of a sudden you all white now. No one was ever confused about what's going on with Europe, okay? Particularly, and by the way, if anyone's white, it's the Irish. You ever seen it?
Yeah, we're too white.
Yeah.
They're top of the heap, all right? They are
so white, they're red.
Top of the morning to you.
And like we all love making the jokes, obviously the eggplants, the ginger. We all know what that rearranges to. I get it. But we didn't hate them because they weren't white. We hated them because they were gross and Catholic.
I thought the stupidity would be somewhere near the top, but
it was always because they were Catholic. It wasn't a white thing. So James, congratulations. You don't just pass, buddy, but you are in fact white. However, your wife and your daughters are not. Sorry, one drop rule and Hava Nagila.
Oh, no.
Enjoy their bat mitzvahs, okay? But no thanks. No thank you, Rabbi. Not today, okay? So anyway, how big's your dong?
7 inches.
Seven.
Okay.
Oh, 7. Okay. Well, time to
What
prove
about when you
it.
got a rager as Rufio would say?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't prove it. I don't have a measuring stick.
Take that donk out right now and show
wait,
it.
someone
That's not
send him
gonna
a
work.
measuring
you don't have a
stick.
measuring stick, but you're saying
Send
you
it
do
to
have
him.
an erection.
Your phone can measure it.
How do you know
phones
7
don't
inch?
do accurate
Yes,
math.
they do.
I can
How do
measure
you-
Not
it.
mine.
I can measure it by eye alone.
Yeah, we're not women here. We can tell by seeing.
It's very clear
Yeah, we
we're
can
not
eyeball it.
women here. Wait, why did you just mute your microphone, James?
Because my kids are having a big temper tantrum in the back, and I'm just trying to avoid everybody.
Yeah, probably
having to
because they hear their
listen to it.
dad trying to take out his cock on YouTube. All right, anyway. So this is the James show. James made this happen. If this sucks, James's fault. If it's good, my fault. And if it ruins the timeline of the next episode, also James's fault. However, ironically, and nobody knew this. This is a little secret I've been keeping to myself the whole time. Ironically, the next episode, which was going to be another free, I said this on the veto episode. I think the next episode is going to be a free episode. The next episode, free episode on YouTube. Everyone gets to see it. Ironically, was going to be, at least quite a big part of it was going to be about James.
What do you mean by that?
No, you would not.
So James has managed to steal the spotlight here at Pod Awful twice in a row. That's what's happening. Next episode we have
is opening up
is a James episode, and I might try to just squeeze it in and make it happen on Sunday anyway, because I am the greatest guy. Thank you, everybody. Woo! Thank you very much. Thank you.
The greatest guy.
They do call me the greatest. All right, let me why is this okay? My mouse has decided that right clicking is the only type of clicking it understands over on YouTube for some reason. I don't no, that is still for some reason happening, but either way, let's keep up with these super chats here. We've got now $4.99.
That's like a penny below the amount you're supposed to read.
Now, let me be clear. Just like 7.1 means you got to show me your dong, $4.99 means technically I don't have to read this thing. I think that's a mobile thing or something like that, where they like it is. It's a mobile thing. All right, so I'll do it, but
service fee.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do it, because this is from Rosa, and Rosa sent in another one already. So technically speaking, she's paid for it. Says, actually, I'm our biggest fan. Please sing Aerials by Syndrome of Down.
Wow.
That was so poorly typed that I kind of assume it's from Mr. What was it? Burgles? Mr. Burgles. Okay. But yeah, I have to assume that's an Autism Forums alt. From JC for $49.99. Wow, Jared, thanks. You're in here. You could have just said whatever this is. He just says, I just wasted and 50.
Yeah. All right. Well, I did that on purpose.
He typed ampersand 50.
He's wasted and he's 50.
This one's from Vice for actually $5. He says, did you manage to track down the Gully again? Guys, last time we visited with Tom Gully, because I get this question a lot, actually. Tom Gully did crop his gumpy jump tooth up within, like, what was that, maybe 3 months ago or so? Does anybody remember?
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah, that was about it.
So
he was in every night.
The waters.
Yeah, he was dipping in a tooth to see how cold it was. And he actually went back onto his main channel and was streaming every night for a week. And every night for a week, the only people watching him were the Pod Awful cult. And he wasn't a fan. And, he
was also piss wasted.
Yeah, he was wasted.
Oh, yeah. So
and paranoid.
We did make Tom turn to the drink, to the bottle. He's become one with the sauce, and it was bad, and it was noticeable. And I'll tell you this, we thought we had triangulated him.
I did a honk by.
Yeah, we did a honk by. Here's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
So not only did Tom Gully leave the internet, we also happen to know for a fact that he left town. They literally, he got run out like Frankenstein from his hometown. He was living with his brother, and then the townspeople came with their torches and their pitchforks, and then they drove him out of there. And but we couldn't figure out where he went. And what was his lie? He said, what was his excuse?
I'm not done with these kids by a long shot.
That's right. What was his excuse for leaving town, though? He skipped town because he was becoming a
radio guy.
Yeah, he was becoming a big radio guy again.
A real radio man, yeah.
A real radio guy. And he would never.
2023.
This is an interesting thing. Is like I've got a job on the real radio, and I'm actually going to be heard in all these markets. Yet for some reason he wouldn't say where. He wouldn't say what city it was. Like, if you're going to be heard, like, presumably that means we would find out anyway. You could just tell us. But he wouldn't tell us where he was going because obviously it was fake. He never got that job. I think he's essentially homeless at this point.
Oh, brother.
The entire time he was streaming, he never went on camera, right?
No.
When he came back for his week. And what's that?
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah,
He was like mumbling into his microphone.
I think he might be in some sort of Candyman situation, which I do.
Oh, he has AIDS?
Yes, exactly. That is what I mean.
Is his brother okay?
100%. Well, no, obviously that's where he got it from. Now, this is an interesting, little interesting tidbit too. That I don't know if this has ever been discussed outside of the cult. We talked to his brother, right? Did I ever play that in any place, or?
I didn't know you did that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Or it might have been Trevor. It might not have even been me. We have a recording.
Probably Trevor.
We have a recording of someone, one of us, talking to Micah Gully, Tom's brother. And what a retarded last name that is, Gully. It sounds like a cartoon. You might as well be named SpongeBob. So we talked to his brother, and his brother told us all this inside info. I don't know if this ever ended up in a show or anything. But his brother confirmed that he had left. He no longer lived with him, and his brother kind of made fun of him too. I wish we had that recording easily at hand. If somebody knows where to find that or whatever, I'd happily play it. But yeah, that's what's going on with Tom Gully. He dipped the toe back in for a bit. We ran him off again. Didn't take much. Really didn't take much. And what else? Oh, and he also was showing up as a guest on this prank call YouTube channel. He was doing little cameos on there, and I'd been sort of monitoring him there, but he is keeping it close to the vest. He really does not want the pod awful smoke, and we know the reason he doesn't want it, the reason he's never going to show up again is because, well, not only is he not done with these kids by a long shot, but he's the reason the pod awful channel got terminated. And if we're crazy enough to, on a hunch, do honk buys, literally we had a guy drive by what we assumed was his house while he was live, blaring the horn to see if we could hear it in his live stream. And then maybe
I delivered a bird.
Yeah, we had some deliveries made to the home and stuff just to see. He knows it would not be a good idea to come back, and it really wouldn't. It really wouldn't. So stay secluded, Tom. And I say that with, he could easily do the same shit to this channel that he did before. And I think the only reason that hasn't happened is to not put his fingerprints on more of this shit. Fact is, I mean, in the slight possibility I'm wrong about it being Tom, then whatever. But I'm positive it's him. I think his behavior tells you that he's the one who got the channel terminated. And if I really wanted to, and I would if it happened the second time, I'll be very clear about this. I would. If I really wanted to, I could sue the fucking shit out of him for this. And what he did was criminal. What he did was, this isn't a Mersh first criminal, then civil thing. This is legit. It wasn't just tortious interference or anything. He lied to YouTube and said I was using hacking materials, and he essentially signed a legal affidavit claiming this. That's the method he used to get my channel shut down. And of course, he has no proof that I did that. One little subpoena to see who's the person behind this, one little lawsuit, all of that would be uncovered easily. Channel goes down a second time. Then we go from killing lawyers to going, hey, how much? So, calling lawyers. So not a great idea for him to really rear his ugly head again, but he did very briefly do that. What else we got here from Jerry, who is also in here with us for $4.99. This is a real show. Damn it.
True.
All right.
Is that real threats?
Not what it says here. Nah, that's not what this says.
I'm confused.
This is saying it's not way more than I'm saying it is. So,
is this live?
From Rosa again, who again I assume is Autism Forums for $9.99. Oh God! And now I'm positive it's Autism Forums. Wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup, hide the scars to fade away, hide the scars to fade away, shake up. Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? Music note emoji, music note emoji, music note emoji. That's not even the right song. So now I kind of think it actually isn't Autism Forums. That's not Ariel's. But anyway, all right. So only following men for $4.99. James should be initiated into the digital brotherhood, wooden chair, donkey, and all. James is actually a part of the brotherhood. He's already in there, unfortunately. Because again, we do let in trans members. This is what I was trying to explain to Minnie Manson, but we've had plenty of trans brothers in there. Yeah. James is one of our first. Provo for 1314 sent 10 gift memberships. So happy to be here. Thank you, Provo, for doing that. I really appreciate that.
07.
And congrats to everybody who got one. And then Rosa again for $4.99. 07, sing Ariel's for Provo, please. So now Rosa's trying to put it on the other guy sending in stuff that he's the one who wants me to sing Ariel's. Not happening. I guess you could pay.
They're all sock accounts.
I assume you could pay enough that you've typed out all of the lyrics and I will have said them, but that's it. All right, so done with super chats for now. Again, $5 chat read. This is not a show. This will be put in the membership only section when this is over. So if you didn't just get gifted a membership, again, Provo gifted 10 memberships. Pretty good. If you didn't get one of those, then it'll also be available in the pizza fund. For cheaper in the pizza fund. It'll be in the $1 level. I'll put it in the $1 level for the pizza fund.
Hey. Oh yes, if I can watch it now.
Yeah, well, what'd you think? I was gonna put it in like the $40 level. So it's either you can pay $1.99 on YouTube or $40. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why don't you just grift them? Why don't you just... That's what James was saying to me earlier.
No.
Yeah, you did.
That's not what I said.
It was the ultimate outcome of what you were saying.
Do what Sam Hyde did.
No, I didn't mention Sam Hyde either. I don't even watch Sam Hyde.
I know you didn't mention him, but I do feel like that was like the vibe you were going. You're like, oh, the super chats and the take them and the YouTube subscriptions and blah blah blah.
You know who really inspired me was Dr. Disrespect. That guy makes a lot of money on YouTube.
And that inspires you?
Inspired me to tell you to use the YouTube memberships for what they're worth.
All right. Well, listen, again, I'm only listening to James for the first time ever because James has done some funny shit lately. James has been... Tell the folks at home, James, what you've been up to, because I don't want to get this wrong or anything. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you've sort of developed this brand new character that you invented, and you do this whole shtick. What do you do?
Well, I've been talking to monkeys on Monkey.
Okay, James.
That's a bit of monkey.
James.
Just a bit of monkey talk.
James has been James has been up to monkey business. Let's just be... To be clear, you've talked to everyone from all over the world.
Yes.
On this, if you haven't heard about it, there's a thing called monkey.app. This is real. Monkey.app. And while people all over the world, every creed and stripe,
every color and creed,
every single person's using it.
Every shade.
A lot of the users are, strangely, people of color. Okay, there's a lot of our...
I would say most.
Yeah, one particular color.
Nearly 95% of the users are black on monkey.app. Just a coincidence. Right? I don't know how it happened. I didn't invent the app, okay? You can't be mad at me for that. So,
nobody's forcing them to use it.
Nobody.
It's self-selection.
Even if I could force them to use it, I wouldn't. I would never do that. But they love it. They love being live, and they love ookin' and eekin' over at monkey.app. So James was on there and just monkeying around with them, and they hate James. A black person at monkey.app, if you don't understand, it's chat roulette for black people. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
It's Omegle. Omegle for black people, even more so. Omegle was chat roulette for black people. Monkey.app is Omegle for black people. Like, that's bad.
Fine for black people.
It's literally, it's 13-year-old black dudes with gold fronts, smoking weed, doing all this stuff. I don't know what this is. They're doing this. I for a long time I thought.
What do your fingers taste like?
I thought honestly not great. I forgot to wash them after I took a shit. And that's the kind of great stuff you can find over at monkey.app.
Dude.
Oh.
Stop it.
That's fine.
Yeah, quit, dude.
It's fine, dude. It's fine. Okay.
It's just a little reminder of what happened earlier.
It's 100% fine. So anyway, what was I talking about? Monkeys or something?
Yeah.
Monkey.app.
James, we need to hear about James's character.
These guys,
Fire Chief James.
I thought that there was a lot of black people in the deaf community for a while. I kept seeing them do all this stuff, and I was really confused. And but yeah, it's just chat roulette. Now, okay, I'm a little tongue in cheek when I say James invented this brand new character, because Jesse invented this brand new character and made James do it. James is going on there, and when a black person sees James with no warning, it's like that's a big deal, especially because
it's extra James, yeah.
Well, especially because James is going on. Actually, James, do you have your? Not that.
I don't have it with me.
Not that. Do you have your other gear, your original gear?
No, I don't have any of it with me.
Okay, so James is going.
Go grab it.
James was. Can you go grab it?
Sure.
All right, go. Yeah, turn the camera off, and then we'll come back to you. Let me know when James is back. James is going on there, and he was wearing this whole outfit, and it was scaring him. Okay, it was spook.app, and. And again, I just mean like a ghost or a federal agent. Yeah, boo. Boo.app. Boo-boo.app. So they really don't like him. And I think a lot of it, if I had to guess, is his hair. There's something about James's hair. Like, it looks like he's got a bowl cut underneath a hat. It's like just barely sticking out, and it makes it. And he's got these dark, foreboding eyes. He's got Hitlerian eyes. And it is
something Wagnerian about James.
It's wildly uncomfortable for black people to see that, and for anyone. We're spooked out by it all the time. Like, we all hate James, so don't tell him I said that. But when they see him, it's a fight or flight response. It's like seeing a cop. It's the same thing. Like, they're thinking like, oh, I'm about to get a knee in my neck. I gotta go. So he gets skipped a lot, but every time he gets skipped, they go, oh no, a lot of James is mostly met with, are you? There's always like 5 of them too.
Yeah.
Monkeying about on the jungle gym, and they always like call over their friends to look at James for a split second, laugh at him, and then hit next. It's really, I've really never seen anything like it before. But James, the few times he could get somebody to talk to him for any length of time, it was actually really fun. Like, James was actually being very funny. Okay, this is what black people see when they wake up to James. Okay. And so he would have
scared
on,
that he can see them in the dark now.
Now, James, turn your mic back on. James would have on his full night vision gear, his what do you call the headphone part of it? Comms?
Comms, yeah.
Comms. So he'd have this whole helmet, and he would literally sometimes, he's got a gun, he would point it at them. And which is very funny. That's a funny thing to do to anyone of any color, okay? I don't care who you are. One of the funniest things you can do is force a guy to look down the barrel of a gun. And that's the type of practical joke you can play on your wife, your children, anyone. How funny is it for somebody to walk around the corner of their home and suddenly they're just looking directly into a gun. Very funny. And black people love that joke. They've got a whole thing about it called, caught you lacking.
Yeah, lacking, check.
So I was having James catch people lacking. He would take out the gun and say, you lacking, and they would be like, nah. Or they, now here's the thing, a lot of them, and I thought this was crazy, a lot of them were in fact at the time lacking. And every time they're lacking, they've got an excuse. It's really funny. It's always like, oh, I'm supposed to be scared of yo dumb white ass with a gun. And it's like, well, if he was really in front of you and was really James, yeah, Also, he's got the night vision on. You can't hide by closing your mouth. Like you're not getting out of there alive. And then the bit became for James I told him, all right, James, every time someone comes on, flip the night vision down and go like it's, what is that video game again?
Splinter Cell.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, do the Splinter Cell thing. And then once they've seen you do that, go, what was I was saying? I was having you say like I'm conducting
black detected.
I'm conducting black ops, and then go black detected. And they really didn't like that. The ones who noticed, they really didn't like that.
Is there video of this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got all sorts of video of it here in the Discord. Now this is the great thing about the new forums. Everybody fought me on the forums on Discord. Everybody tried to fight me, but now we've got an entire thread of monkey.app James monkeying about. You can find it real easy. It's in Goon Lagoon. Nice. Monkey.app General's the name of the post. I can play a few of them, but like honestly, it's it might not be a good idea. It's a little
It's one of the best threads. For sure.
Here, I'll show you.
Post a picture of some of this.
Yeah, so
the pictures are great.
So yeah, here's just a for instance. James is look at this. Look at she's just like there's a lot of oh hell no. Oh hell
girls really hated him.
Oh hell no.
There's a lot of excuse me, a lot of girls hate James, and if they can see a little bit of his hair poking out, they're revolted by him. Revolted. Disgusting. We do have videos. Great. We do have videos.
I want you to use the.
I don't know if I can play them. Also, there's a disturbing number. There's a disturbing number of these videos. When I wasn't there for a lot of this, but when I was, I would always say to James like, "That's a kid. That's a kid." Because listen, for white people, it is very difficult to tell the age of a black person.
Black don't crack.
But having done this show for many years and having back in the day, there's always be some like kid trying to sneak into the cult and act like I'm Mr. Adult Man. I work at the business factory. They're trying to be in there. You kind of, you get used to having to go like, no, you got to go. So I would tell James, like, that's not a 43-year-old woman. That's a 13-year-old black girl. I know it's impossible to tell, James. Just trust me. And James would never listen. And so he will say really, really heinous shit. In fact, one of them.
That's not true.
James,
yes, it is.
James, in one of the. Listen, I wasn't going to call you out like this, but if you're really going to fight me on it, in one of the most recent ones posted, I don't remember where in it happened. It was absolutely a 15-year-old girl, and she was like acting like you were being really nice to her and stuff. And so I know why you did this. Again, we're not calling everyone a pedo anymore, okay? Pedophile jokes are funny, but just to be clear, I wouldn't have done this.
Oh no.
I know that. So I'll explain what the bit was in a second here. This is what we're going to talk about. But
oh no.
But to not spoil that, James is doing his bit, and the girl in question is taking it as if he's being 100% serious, and with complete sincerity, she's like, "Wow, thank you. That is so nice." So I know that James's comedy instinct in this moment was well, let's go the complete opposite direction and ruin all of the goodwill that we've now harnessed with black people. And let me just say the most vile thing. I know that's the why. And I know that he didn't know this was a 15-year-old girl. I knew it was a 15-year-old girl. I suspect, I wasn't there for it live. I saw this after the fact. I would have been going, James, cut it. Next it. This is a 15-year-old girl. Now, if you're just skip. If you're just doing your usual bit, fine. There's no reason you can't just do that. It's not illegal to just talk normal to a kid on the internet. They shouldn't be on the app anyway. But I would have seen what was coming, and I would have gone, no. Now, I think whoever was there with you live for this, James, I don't think they had your back because I think they knew. I think
they put the words in my mouth.
I think you were the only one who didn't realize in this case. And they put the words in my mouth.
Yeah, my producer was sitting there telling me to say it for like 20 minutes.
Why does your camera keep turning off for me? What is happening there?
I know that I said some things without like watching.
Just testing Corey's camera here. Corey, fine.
Be funny. You could hear my reaction after it happened.
Okay, for some reason we went vertical.
No, it was a co-producer.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so this girl is like, wow. She was like, wow, thank you so much. That was very helpful. You actually turned out to be real nice. And then James, and I know it was a knee-jerk thing. I know it was. He just, a knee-grow jerk thing. He just goes, now show me your tits again.
James, that's not fucking good, is it?
So this is.
Oh no.
Now listen, again, there was a context. There was a context to it. Let's be clear. There was a context. It was an accident. I saw what was happening, but James didn't. He's too busy with his outfits and all the stuff going on. And let's be clear and honest about this. James is a fucking retard. So he didn't know. He didn't know. And I've seen him do it with listen, again, it's hard to tell. With some of these kids, it's hard to tell. But I warned James the last time I was there with him. I was like, you need to realize like probably 70% of these are kids pretending they're older. They're lying about their age. And then when I was there and I said that, James started asking him, wait, are you really 23? You look young. And then they would be like, oh, actually, I'm 18. And then he'd be like, oh, okay. And it's like, no, they're not, James. No, they're not. Of course they're. They just happen to be the exact legal age, but they lied about their age. Nobody, let me be clear. Nobody on monkey.app that says they're 18 are 18. Not one of them. No, there has never been an 18-year-old on monkey.app. Doesn't stop James. Anyway, so that's true. So at a certain point, I realized, listen, we have taken a lot from the black community here. We really hurt these people. James has been very cruel to their children. He's been very pedophilic to their children. So in a comedy way, in a Vito-style comedy way, he's been very Vito-philic to these children. So
I think that's worse.
In an effort to give back, I told James, you know what you should start doing? Just start telling them you can hear their smoke detector chirp, you know? Just even if you can't, just lie. Just say you can hear it and then start asking them about it. So we started doing that. And then I said, wouldn't it be funny if this could be like a real sensation, a real internet sensation? You go on there on monkey.app wearing one of those plastic fireman helmets, and you just warn black people about low batteries in their smoke detectors. Isn't that a great bit? And of course, I'm right. It is. And so James did. James got one of these fire. What, did you buy this, James?
No, it was just in the dress-up cabinet.
So James, wait. it was just in the dress up cabinet.
My kids have a dress up.
Wait.
Chest.
You mean I sat there with you doing this shit for hours? I kept saying like, "Oh my god, it'd be so funny if you had one of these helmets." You just already had one and you didn't go get it.
I didn't realize until I asked the next day. I asked Jessamine. I said, "Do we have any fireman
you
helmets?"
Motherfucker. And it's so funny because it says fire chief on it and like in the
I got a fireman helmet
in the dumbest fucking Helvetica font. It's just so stupid looking. And so James goes on, and so once he's unaccompanied by me, an adult, James has found this hat. He goes on, he starts doing it, and of course he fucks up the bit. He fucks it up essentially instantly. He starts asking them if they have fire extinguishers. I
asked both.
Which is retarded. There's no bit about whether or not black people own fire extinguishers. I would say most.
I know, but a surprising amount of them don't.
It's not surprising. I would say most white people don't own fire extinguishers.
You can get one for $25 at
Walmart. I know.
Doing his bit.
James is the
They don't change the batteries in the smoke alarms that were put there.
I can't tell you how many times I heard James tell a black person, "You can get a fire extinguisher for $25 at Walmart." Now, who cares? That's not a fucking meme. That's not. There's no joke about that. The joke is you tell them you can hear their battery. You explain that. Then we've got a montage of a cartoon child fire chief telling black people about the battery. And the first time James did this without the fire chief helmet, he got this one dude on, nice guy, all right, black as the day is long, and but kind, a sweet man, sweet eyes, and just enjoying his day on monkey.app, smoking what God gave him, a nice roll of bleach, and James just said to him, "Hey, do you have low battery in your smoke detector? I think I hear it chirping." And the guy literally looks like he just discovered fire. He's never heard these words before in his life. This is a caveman meeting a man from the future sort of moment. And I'm not saying that because he's black, he lives in a cave. Honestly, that was a white people thing. It's smarter to live in caves than just, a grass and dirt hut. I gotta say, listen, again, this is not a racism thing, but if we're going to get called mayomonkey.app, I do have to say they love pointing out that we were the Neanderthals and we lived in caves and stuff, but
so we had a higher IQ and bigger brains.
I just gotta say, I would rather live in the cave. Me personally, the cave seems like a better deal than a tree, underneath a tree. That's me personally. I feel like bears figured that one out. Seems like. All right, anyway. Complete tangent. This dude was wildly thankful to James. Unfortunately, none of this was recorded. Was not recorded at all.
It was the best one.
It was
ever.
So good. James truly made a bond with this man, explained the whole 9-volt thing. It's a rectangular battery, and that chirp you hear. I mean, literally went into granular detail, like a fireman. Like when you're 5 years old and the fireman comes to school and explains stop, drop, and roll to you. Like, it was that. He really held this man's hand through it. It was no joke, a beautiful moment. It truly felt like in that moment we had solved racism. So my hope was with the fire chief character, we would get more of those wholesome moments, those comfy, cozy moments. And we would have a nice little montage of that. James gets let loose, and he starts asking 15-year-olds to see their tits. So
No.
Yes. That's what happened. So it did not go the way I had hoped. There were some very funny ones. If you want to see all that stuff, the thread is in the Goon Lagoon in Discord. But this is the beauty of the forums because, listen, we do little things like this. We do shows like this. Here's what we can do from now on. All right. I'm thinking in the Goon Lagoon forum, we've got this whole section where you can submit goons. Goon submissions, maybe people that we've sort of covered before, but we don't really talk that much about. You do a little write-up on them. It gets enough traction. People post enough in that forum. I'm going to take notice of that. I'm going to start paying attention. We've got, for instance, a goon submission for Cog. Okay. Is Cog a goon? I would say he's certainly starting to look like it. But it can be even just brand new people we've never seen before. There's a lot of goon submissions in here. And, there's some rules to it. If you do a good enough write-up and it's compelling enough and people respond to it, then maybe, just maybe, this could be a platform where we explore some of these people a little further. What I'm thinking is we really got to get people on the ball with checking these out and responding to them and stuff. If you want me to really pay attention to these things, I'm thinking what we got to do is if your shit gets no likes, if your shit gets no comments, we're just going to delete it. So all that hard work you did, poof, bye. After a week or two or whatever of just sitting there, no one cared. You did a shitty write-up. No one gave a shit about this supposed goon submission. Then poof, bye-bye. But if it's getting a little bit of heat, if it's something worth taking a look at, then maybe we take a look at it on the show at some point. We've got a Feezer thread. We've got a Chrissy Mayer thread. We've got Eugenia Cooney watch, which that one's not a goon submission, really. Actually, I see the Feezer one is not tagged as a goon submission. We've got to keep the tags up on there as well. But we've got things. We've got a tag for public domain goon. So people who are already definitely lolcows of the internet. But people might want to talk about them. So your likes, your reactions on these things, and your replies are very important, because whether or not I pay attention, if I haven't replied in your thread, you haven't gotten me yet. Okay. And I start paying attention when I start seeing more reactions and more responses. Somebody made a post saying, is Dalton Clodfelter a goon? And there's actually, I actually replied to that one. There's actually a little bit of talk back and forth, and there's not a whole lot of Dalton stuff to go through. But, it's something worth taking a look at is all. Then we've got other ones where it's like, all right, let's see what this is. So Feds posted one today, I think it was, and it's, I don't know, this looks like a retarded person on TikTok or something. I don't know what's going on. I haven't really looked at it yet, but doesn't look like very many other people have looked at it yet either. Does this one survive? I don't know. So James, and this is to everybody, but James, you wanted us to do these Friday shows again. Well,
yes.
The last Friday show we did was called The Weekly Sacrifice. Mm-hmm. And on The Weekly Sacrifice, it wasn't just, we come hang out, whatever. Everybody had to do their homework. Everybody had to come with something to present, their sacrifice to dear God. I'm thinking that's these threads. I'm thinking if you've made a thread, you want to submit it, we do one of these Hangout streams. This is where you may just see your goon jump from nothing, from obscurity into the show. And that's how it used to work. On the Friday shows, that we've had several crossovers like that. Wildman Chris came from a Friday show. Did you know that? Who here even remembers that? Bed Belgado brought in Wildman Chris to a Friday show. Master Studios got his own episode because people kept bringing him up on Friday shows, and it finally got my attention. This is the way it happens. Like I said, we're at back burner of a back burner at this point. It's hard for me to keep up with all this stuff. But if you guys are talking about it all the time, I'm forced to see Pirate Rufio. So so there is now Pirate Rufio content on the Pizza Fund because I couldn't avoid it. I was trying to avoid it, and I couldn't avoid it. The one time I showed up, he did try to take vitamin S, and we all encouraged him to do it. But that was worthy of a Pizza Fund episode, and now it's on the Pizza Fund. So
that was a good time.
Obviously, nobody's ready with any of these things now, but this is I want the mods, anybody with moderator abilities, checking these things, tagging, making sure the tags are on that. Like the thing Feds posted today, she didn't fucking tag it with a goon submission. It's a goon submission, no tag on it.
What a dummy.
What a dumb fucking retard she is. And a lesbian, by the way, too. A gross lesbian who made Vito mad. Vito showed up. And trans. She's trans. Well, here's the thing. Vito showed up to the Pod After show on Sunday. People, I don't know if people realize this. We talked to Vito. He was in the show. You can watch it at the Pizza Fund, $6 level and up. And Vito was in here. Feds fucking ran him off because she was asking him all about all the transes he's sucking and fucking. Vito sucks and fucks transes like crazy. And he started getting upset, but I think it's because he didn't realize Feds is a trans. And I tried to explain that to him. He didn't believe me. I was like, no, like Feds is for real, like 5 years strong trans power. Flew the flag and all. She's a regular Gwen Stacy. So anyway, she didn't tag her shit.
That's crazy.
It wasn't a submission. I even say it in the post.
Okay, but you didn't tag it.
Okay, fair enough, but it's not a goon submission.
It's not a goon submission, so I should untag it from being one.
No, it's a public domain goon, I think is the fairest tag.
Okay, well, you didn't tag it that either, but is this a known person? Heya Novak?
There's a bunch of people making videos and shit about him, so it's not like I just found him.
Fair enough. Now, I'm not going to make anybody present their thing now. But if we're going to do these, hangout streams every once in a while here, then I think this is the way to go with it. Makes me happy, makes everyone happy. Oh my God. Thank God I don't have the Discord up on screen here. I remembered I made a porn bombing thread on here.
Yeah.
I'm just
I gotta be careful about going past that one at work.
Just a black woman getting dicked way the fuck down by a white guy.
Lenny.
Hard Ray's in the call right now.
Oh, we got Hard Ray with us. Hey, Hard Ray, how's it going?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool, Kanye. Thank you. So yeah, this whole right now we've got Goon Lagoon's kind of all over the place. Goon Lagoon is essentially our general chat now. Like it or not.
Is that a pirate?
That's your new also, Cox.
I thought that was Pirate Rufio too.
Yeah, is it a pirate?
What the
Ian
hell?
Hawk.
Oh,
Ian Hawk.
Oh my God!
What's up?
What's
up, guys?
Are you about to? You're not about to sing a Poison song or anything, are you?
How the fuck did you know I was doing karaoke recently?
Okay. Just a guess. Lucky guess, I guess. Anyway, so mod people, anybody with any sort of mod powers or anything, make sure these things are tagged up properly and come to me at some point. If a thing's been sitting around forever, just rotting in there, nobody gives a shit, throw me just ask me, hey, should I get rid of this? And the answer is probably yes. And we'll just start deleting the ones that are fucking shit. But Goon Lagoon is now your place to submit goons, to talk about, we had a fish tank thread in there. We've got a Eugenia Cooney thread. We should really probably start a King Cobra thread in there. I can't believe there isn't one already. Seems like that should be in there.
King Cobra cooks the best up meals.
All the things that you guys are talking about. We talk about these things a lot in here, but they're not necessarily on topic for Pod Awful, but they could be. You could convince me. I mean, I've been following King Cobra for a long time. I was friends with him on Facebook back in the day, like 2014 or something. I could be convinced, that's the way you do it. I just got to see some love on some of these posts, and that's what will make me notice it even more. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. What else? There was something else I wanted to talk about a little bit, but I don't remember what the fuck it was. I don't know. What else is going on in the cult? Anything else worth talking about?
My buddy's training an AI to be Mersh. We're gonna have Mersh AI pretty soon.
All right, well there you go. That's the kind of stuff we're up to. We're building our own Mershes. When Mersh gets kicked off of YouTube, we just build a new one. We're gonna have a whole channel for him, a robot Mersh to do all the stupid shit we need him to do. Is there a forum for chicken washing? Asks Noisy in a channel that has no. Yes, it is. The Goon, you make a thread, and then there you go. There's your forum for it. It's not a forum for it, it's a thread for it. You want there to be a chicken washing thread? You can make that happen. That's the beauty of the thread system, of the forum system. All right? And if it sucks and nobody cares, bloop, it's gone. Who cares? Nobody paid any attention to it.
I think people washing chicken would have a few submissions.
Probably so. Make the thread and see. Yeah. You don't have to ask me. The point of it is you don't have to ask. All I ask you to do is to check to see if there's already anything kind of like that. And if it already exists, you should probably just be putting it there. Like, for instance, we've got the Goon Lagoon forum, but then we do have forums for specific goons that we cover all the time, like Mersh. And for instance, in the Mersh thread, in the Mersh forum, we don't talk about Royce too often, so we've got a tag called Royce posting, okay? Royce posting. I'm a genius. I thought about this ahead of time. There's a whole Mersh effect tag, I believe, as well. Mersh must have the most tags of anybody. Yes, he does. And yes, there is a Mersh effect tag. So, but I even thought, like, listen, people are going to... Somebody just having fun by themselves?
And by the way, we love Royce.
We love Royce. Royce is our favorite guy, and we wish him the best on all of the new Rumble shows that he is the host of without Mersh. But I knew at a certain point, people are going to start noticing Royce. We need a Royce tag. So I made the Royce posting tag. We've got this great thread right now. It's called Giving Royce Body Dysmorphia. Okay. Now, earlier we had Doom, our friend Doom. I think Doom might be here with us right now. We love Doom. Doom's a great tweeter, and Doom's a great henchman. Now, Doom made a post earlier, and it's no big deal. I'm just saying this happened. He made a post, and it had to do with Royce and Jim stuff. And he just didn't see we already had one. So if you just kind of look and see, is there already... I'm doing a Royce post. Let me see. Let me check Royce posting and see if there's anything already kind of like this. Oh, there's already a thing about giving Royce body dysmorphia at the gym. This probably belongs in that thing. It's very simple. I'm sure most of you remember using message boards and forums. It's that. It's real simple stuff. Try not to, double post, basically. But actually, I don't mind double posting as long as it's always in something that makes sense. As long as you're posting it twice into two different threads where it makes sense for that to go, that's fine. But I told him, just move this stuff over to the Give Royce Body Dysmorphia thread, and we'll delete the post you made. And there it is. And now we got a great... somebody posted today, who said this? Fuckface responded, "It's working." So we are successfully giving Royce body dysmorphia. We've been really calling out his tiny little legs, the fact that he has no muscles, the fact that he's just big, fat, and round. He keeps posting all of these embarrassing photos and videos of his female legs. We actually made him go and wear his wife's tennis shoes to the gym to work out his legs. He made a whole post about this. Now, here's what Doom posted today. He says, "It is in fact you who are a girl." He quotes as Royce Lopez. Royce says the people making fun of him for all his gym selfies and glow up posting are actually the feminine ones. And then he's got a screenshot here from Royce. So Royce has screenshotted himself, someone in the YouTube comments, okay? And the guy in the YouTube comment says, "I know this will be taken down, but whatever, right, YouTube? Royce is not on gear. He's literally 5'5", at least 265 pounds. This is why both of these fluffy D-bags only film from the upper chest and up. Get it? Insecure, morbidly obese Florida boys with anger/insecurity problems. Comprende, LOL." Wow. So that is some top tier Greg style posting on I don't even know, maybe this is it's clearly YouTube, so maybe it's Daywave's channel, since Revenge of the Sith and Nightwave have been banned from YouTube. Now Royce,
thank God we still have Daywave.
Thank God for Day, and this is why we need the Royce posting tag, folks. This is why
we love Daywave.
We love Daywave, don't we? I'm just hearing about this for the first time. Apparently Nightwave has been taken down. That's sad. Royce has posted a screenshot of this hilarious comment, and he says, I have never done anything that has pissed some people off more than bettering myself. Oh, if he's a bettering man, then bettering myself by trying to get in shape. It's so, this is real, weird. Wow. When Mersh literally rubs off on you. This is such feminine behavior. By the way, this was on a clip of us talking about that woman who left her husband for having cancer. Yeah, they're saying it on that. So Royce doesn't understand why this is posted on that. They're saying it on that clip because almost certainly you guys shit talked that woman, probably the way she looks and how you wouldn't fuck her in a million years. Meanwhile, any other clip of a woman and you guys are sitting there horny posting over her instantly, like giving her a rating out of 10 and all that stuff. You're one of the horniest guys that I've ever seen on the internet. And then Royce has the nerve to talk about feminine behavior. I'm not kidding. He was wearing his wife's clothing to the gym while doing leg workouts. And this is, these are his words. He said, for the first time. He had never worked out his legs before. It was like that scene in The Matrix where they told Neo it's because he was using them for the first time. That's what was happening, all right? And Doom went on to say, apparently in the replies to this, Royce clarified that he's not 5'5", he's 5'8". So, or he might have said 9, I can't remember now, but either 5'8" or 5'9", which of course is still under the threshold for being a man. So I don't write the rules, folks. That's just true. 5'10's the cutoff, and also Royce is clearly lying about his height. We've seen him. All right, let me check in with these super chats here and see what's going on there. Rosa for another $4.99. Gotta run, but please stream more often. New Grow. Thank you, Rosa, and thank you for the super chats. Turkatron for $4.99. Make James do the night vision sound effects, please. Well, we did make him do that, but we'll have him do it one more time for you. Go ahead, James. Let's get some Tom Clancy in here.
Hold on, I gotta get my helmet back on.
He's got to get his helmet. Guys, can we just wait a second? We got to get our helmet back on. For some reason, when I full screen James, the video freezes or disappears entirely. I don't know why.
Night vision.
There we go. Boop. He says. Pew, right, and do it one more time.
What?
He takes this very seriously. He always unfolds the thing to, yeah. There you go.
It's an investment.
I hope you enjoyed that, Turkatron. Thank you for the $4.99. Bartleby the Scrivener has given out 5 Severe Beast. Thank you. All right, thank you, Severe Beast. Thank you. Happy to be here, and congrats to the people who got those. Insurmountable Nitwit also gifted 5. Holy shit. Noah Crims on his own just decided to become happy to be here. Thank you, Noah. James sent in 5. He says, send more super chats, you bums. And James, will need you to send another super chat in here soon because we haven't gotten any in a while. This was your idea. You told me I would make all this money by doing this. You're like, Jesse, money. No, think about it. Think about the cash you could be making. Grift, daddy, grift. I'm quoting you when I say that.
Now, was that Jessamine putting that idea in your head, James?
Yeah. Is that one of her?
No, I think it's you should take the money and get it where you can.
He was watching Dr. Disrespect and he thought this is what Jesse should do, even though we make fun of people who do this.
All right.
Dr. Disrespect is crazy, man. He reads $2 donations and he gets like hundreds of donations per
And
stream,
should
and he's
should
just
Jesse
constantly.
give 10% to
And
the,
is it
to
gay,
the church?
James?
No.
Say that again,
Okay.
Smokane.
Should Jesse give 10% to the church? James?
Well, yeah, obviously, but I don't think he's going to do that.
James doesn't give money to his church. He goes to synagogue, for crying out loud. All right, so Lenny sent in 5. He said, new show name, Friday Open Forums, red leather, yellow leather. Corey is a nice little piss boy. Fleegagoo, 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 hard
What the
rain.
hell?
Shout outs. That's actually the most psycho thing I've ever read. But Lenny,
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
thank you very much. And so is that the whole thing is the name of the show?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why did you include
Put that on a mug.
Why did you include Corey as a nice little piss boy in that?
It's probably because I told him I like James more than him earlier.
He did.
Wow.
And it hurt.
Man.
I had just gotten done having a fucking bitch fit with between me and my wife, and then I come back in here to hang out with the boys, and Corey's just like, Lenny, shut up. I like James more than you. For no reason.
Yeah,
Completely.
Why did you say that? That was so
Fuck
weird.
you, Lenny.
And I'm an asshole.
Thanks,
I
James.
appreciate that, Corey.
All right.
Doesn't make sense.
Ian Hawk, who is here with us, gifted out. God damn, he did 10 gift subscriptions, then 5, and then another 1. So that's crazy. Happy to be here. And Magna did another 10 on top of that. I think we've officially gifted out more subscriptions than there are people watching at this point. So
I was about to ask, what happens if that
they go to members that are not on the stream.
Like just people
subscribers.
Subscribers.
Yeah, just
Okay.
subscribers. Yeah, they go to subscribers. Yeah.
Okay,
That's good to know.
No, I forgot to put this in
They
the
will
chat
all get an email
and pin it so that people don't miss what's going on here. And again, this was not my idea to do this grift. This was James's idea to do this grift stream, and it is severe beastly impacting my ability to do normal shows. So if you like real shows, this was James's fault, and there won't be another new show, unfortunately, at this point for another month. So thank you to our new 1 million, our new 1 million members. We have, again, I'm fairly positive if you count it all up, the number of members we have absolutely exceeds the number of subscribers we have at this point. But whatever, happy to be here, of course.
Yeah. You
Fuck
have the
yeah.
cheapest
And
gifting
shout outs.
memberships.
I think I'm dehydrated. My lips are peeling, and I'm really thirsty. And I also shat my pants. So I think
Everyone get your Dr. Peppers out.
I think I'm
Get some
sick.
Carmex.
Yeah. I need some water. Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know. Is there anything else we should talk about? James, this is your fucking idea, man. I don't have anything for this.
All right, I got something for you. Hold on.
Oh boy.
He's licking his thumb.
All right, dead air. Nice, thanks, James.
Oh boy.
He's pulling out his cock.
Stallmaster recently released a tutorial on how to count to 10, and I was thinking we could all do that together.
That would be cool.
That works.
Okay.
Oh, I have a recommendation.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen a post about it. I don't know where that is.
1B.
I made a post about beef fart throwing up after eating pizza with anchovies.
Yeah, we need a beef fart thread in general, you know. That's another thing.
I told you anchovies are disgusting.
That's another thing I would love, you know, back in the day, we had the wiki. We don't have the wiki no more because I wasn't the one hosting that, so that just disappeared. That disappeared with the guy Gianator who made it, bigbrainniggas.com. That's gone now. And yeah, we don't have it. So I don't have that to refer back to. So what I would really, really love, and this could easily be a sacrifice to bring in, is, you know, with all of the goons, the ones that we have, you know, entire sections for, you know, anybody, whoever, you know, little write-ups on them, little, just a general thread for a goon. If you know something, like say you're a B-fart guy, you know all the B-fart lore. You make a little write-up for him, a general thread for him, and then, you know, stuff like him throwing up after eating pizza with anchovies that's the perfect place for that. Because that's going to end up being, you know, no offense, Jerry, I like that you posted it, but that's going to be an abandoned thread instantly. Like, you know, somebody might click it, watch it, and then what is there to say about it? I mean, we can watch it. We'll watch it right now.
Someone will get a laugh out of it.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at it right now, actually. Here's B-Fart episode 5. Now, B-Fart's good friend of the show, actually. In fact, we should tag in the Goon Lagoon. We do have a friend of the show tag. I'm tagging that now. So, B-Fart, good friend of the show, because we protect him from his sexual harasser, Frank Hassel. If you don't know, a long time ago, I got tricked into making fun of this guy, B-Fart. I didn't know anything about him. And he's just a nice guy. And he's mentally retarded, but he's a nice guy. And his cousin made me ask him all these uncomfortable questions in an interview and stuff. I did like 3 episodes on him, and then never again, because I realized, like, oh, he's being manipulated. I'm sort of being manipulated into covering him here. It's no good. So I don't really pay that much attention to him anymore. But then we found out, you know, famously in that kill stream, Mr. Medicare fucking Matt Jarbo thing that I was on, Frank Hassel was on. Frank Hassel called me a psycho weirdo or whatever. And
fucking liar.
That's all because we found this out after the fact. That's all because, you know, he was saying that I was mean to a retarded guy, which, by the way, I mean, no offense, because this is also true of me, but Frank, that's literally your job. I don't know how you're upset with anyone being mean to a retarded. I don't know if you've ever seen a Frank Hassel video, but it's mostly him harassing mentally retarded people. The only difference between him and Pod Awful is he does it IRL. I rarely go up to them in real life and do it. He's just actually bullying them and pushing them in real life. But it turns out,
and he is retarded.
It turns out B-Fart's no different, because unfortunately I talked to Brian about this. Brian said that Frank Hassel made him take out his penis and show it to him, and not in a funny, like, I'm asking James to show me his dick, I know he's not going to do it way. In a, we got him high and drunk and kept bullying him until he took out his cock and then gave him $100 to never tell anyone sort of way. That's true. All of that is real. All of that is real. All of that actually fucking happened. And, you know, this is something I've been meaning to do for a while. Maybe this is the platform to do this a little bit on. I mean, obviously we don't have as many people watching as we would on a regular episode, but I have really been wanting to sort of pester Frank Hassel. Actually, my name, they call me Lou Pester. And I've been meaning to do a pester against Frank Hassel, where we demand he release the Brian Allen Fortune cut, because he recorded a Hassel with Brian Allen Fortune, never released it. And he didn't release it because Brian was uncomfortable and upset afterwards and asked him not to. And he asked him not to because Frank Hassel made him show him his cock. So this is the guy calling me a weirdo. He literally pays retarded people to keep quiet about seeing their dong. Now, I don't want to, you know, hurt Brian in any way, but I'm dying to see this footage. I really am. So I'm just going to say it now. I think you should go to Twitter as soon as possible. You should go to Twitter and you should tweet to @FrankHassel, and you should demand that he release the hashtag Fortune cut and say, we need to see the Hassel with Brian Allen Fortune. Say that name, Brian Allen Fortune. Why didn't you release the video you made with Brian Allen Fortune? Whatever. What's the point of giving Brian $100 if you never release the hashtag Fortune cut? I think he should have to answer for that. Me personally, I think it's weird that this Brian Allen Fortune video exists somewhere. He's got the footage from it. Why didn't he release it? Why is this never spoken of? He wants to, out of nowhere, be the guy who stands up for Brian Allen Fortune online, and then we find out this stuff. You know, and I saw him do the same shit on Fish Tank with, what's that guy called? The big fatso's name. What's his name?
Airsoft Fatty.
Airsoft. He tried to act like he was the protector of Airsoft Fatty and all that kind of stuff. And like, oh, see, I'm not such a bad guy. Okay, maybe you're not. But I'm going to need to see that fortune cut to be sure. I need the proof. Hashtag fortune cut. Okay, that's all I'm saying. At Frank Hass. You don't have to mention Pod Awful. This is an outside of Pod Awful endeavor, really. This isn't like, oh, I'm trying to get
extracurricular.
It's extracurricular. I think this is in the interest of the people. I think this is something that we all have been wanting to know. Whatever happened to the Brian Allen Fortune hassle? Where did that go? And I had heard murmurs about that years ago, back when it happened, because I'm connected to Brian people. I knew about that. I knew that was something that had been in the works, and then I just forgot about it. And then Brian tells me about all this stuff. Anyway, maybe you don't know Brian Allen Fortune. Well, here's a good way to get to know him. Here is B-Fart on the B-Fart show. He says it's episode 5, but he's done like hundreds of these for years. I don't know how this is episode 5. And maybe you're thinking like, oh, how bad could it be? Oh, so what? Frank paid him $100 to see his cock. Who cares? Okay. Well, take a look at Brian Allen Fortune.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Brian. Hello, folks. Welcome to the B-Fort Show, episode 5. What did I do today? Well, I tried pizza, extra cheese, and anchovies. I wanted to puke. That was the worst tasting pizza I ever ate.
Still ate
in my life.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he ate every single. I mean, this is
pizza.
He's talking about a large pizza to himself. You know, pizza bones.
That
And
is
all.
a lot of anchovy as well.
He puked because he
I like
overate.
it.
No, that's not overrated. Whole pizza is nothing for Brian Allen Fortune.
He eats pizza like every day of his life.
Yeah, people think I'm a pizza guy. Are you kidding? I got nothing on Brian. Brian gets pizza wasted.
That was fucking nasty.
Chad is eating with chopsticks, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god. He's actually...
Oh.
Oh my
god! What?
Just the thought of it.
Dude, I
That's
thought
amazing.
I thought he was fucking like just playing it up like, oh, it's so
Yeah.
great. He really vomited. Now imagine his reaction when we release the fortune cut.
So Joe O'Connor sent me a message saying that that Brian did this and he wasn't going to upload it, but, but Joe talked him into it.
See, there's too much. Too much unaired great Brian Allen Fortune. Why can't I cover Brian Allen Fortune? He never puts up the good stuff. That doesn't exist. I want to see the fortune cut. I want to see him puking into bags while thinking about anchovies. I want to see, his failed Adult Swim experiment. They were trying to get him on Adult Swim.
Oh man.
Ate the whole pizza.
All right, we gotta watch that again. Oh my god, look at his face.
Oh.
Hang on a second.
He's not a happy camper.
This is awesome.
Pure terror.
What do you reckon that smells like, Shad?
Ew.
Oh.
Puke.
And anchovies and cheese and grease.
Mold.
Maybe sushi.
Okay. All right.
I'm not eating sushi.
You know what? I'm not convinced it's real. Let's just watch it one more time.
Put it up on the big board.
Well, there it goes.
Look at how far back his chin goes.
Oh my god.
The sound's pretty off-putting.
Yeah, that's real.
Okay, this actually.
At least he got it in the bag.
Ironically, this video does deserve its own thread. Like I did not see that coming. That is crazy. Let me just throw a chirp react on that one. Very good. I really, really like that one.
Everyone go react to it. Keep the thread alive.
That could be like a threat gen.
Oh, and it keeps going.
He's still going.
He's still going.
In fact, everyone
there should be a
go a large
thread generally
double cheese pizza
involuntary.
and upload your react videos.
Yeah. How much time?
Is this the B-Fort challenge?
How much time? Yeah, this is the hashtag Fortune Cut challenge. How much time lapsed between him eating the pizza and this event? Did he vomit before this too, or he's already got the plastic bag? Like he's ready to do it.
Oh, is he eating it?
Yeah, he's
he's throwing up.
No, he was eating.
He's chewing all
chewing
bit.
it. He was eating his vomit out of the bag.
No.
Yeah, he was slurping the vomit back up. You can't listen. Brian lives in a single wide trailer. He can't just let this shit go to waste. He spent good money on it.
No wasting.
I thought he lived on a single white couch.
It's better than a basement, I guess.
Nothing goes to pizza waste on this. Oh, by the way, am I still out of sync audio and visual wise for the YouTube people? Let me know. I completely forgot to test that before.
No, your stream is perfect.
Well, I don't trust your judgment.
I was one of the first people to call out that it wasn't in sync last time.
Look at him. He's going.
He's going again.
He's like a little creature. He's like a bird vomiting.
He vomits the way a nebbish Jewish guy sneezes. It's like. Oh man, he's really slurping that up. He loves it.
Yeah, you can play this in reverse for us.
Another.
Here it comes.
Oh man!
Oh god!
There it goes.
That's the moment.
Laying eggs.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I think I saw something swimming.
That flew right at the camera. That was like watching, AB.
Look at his face.
That was like watching TGIF on the week they did 3D.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Oh my god!
Like Anders Breivik in this shot.
I feel like I'm at Universal Studios.
This is exactly
Oh god!
Put
all wonky-eyed.
Put on your glasses now.
Oh my god!
Another.
Or
playing it.
Nope. That just keeps happening.
It's not gonna stop.
Oh god!
Oh.
At Frank Hassel, release the fortune cut.
Please do it for Brian. He can't. He's suffering.
This is exactly what happened to Brian after he was molested by Frank Hassel, by the way. He took that $100 and he's like, oh, guy's just spitting into the bag.
It made me sick.
Oh, did it? It made me sick. Oh, I didn't notice.
I still think he took it like a champ. Like my vomits are way more violent than that, especially when I eat a bunch of anchovies, which I will never do.
Vomited for like 20 minutes.
Well, he's got all that bread and cheese, you know.
Oh shit! Oh, he was vomiting before the video.
It's gonna be heavy, right, with all the bread and cheese and
Wait. We gotta hear his review. Hang on a second.
He's sick. I wouldn't recommend it.
There you go.
the best advice.
I
wasn't
wouldn't
recommend
recommend it. I wouldn't
Anchovies, no good.
recommend it. Should you
You
buy
really
that?
had me in the first half.
Should you buy that ticket? No, don't buy that ticket.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by. He looked in the bag. He looked at it.
You know, he put that bag down on the floor and it's still there. He hasn't moved it.
What did he think he was going to see when he looked in the bag? I just don't get the... Like, maybe there'd be a whole ass pizza in there again. Although that is possible. I did, again, I've said this before. This is true. As a kid, I ate a bunch of cold spaghetti and then later on vomited up a plate of cold spaghetti. It was just as if I hadn't chewed any of it. It was crazy.
Four.
And she's gonna puke.
His bottom jaw like retracts into his throat. It's amazing.
Yeah, he goes like.
I need to see Mr. Burgers do a review like this.
Yeah,
that'd be perfect.
Holy
delicious.
shit.
I'm so glad that Joe talked him into uploading this.
Yes.
Damn. All right. Well, that was extremely entertaining. So thank you to Jerry for that one. I loved it. Fuck, dude. That was crazy.
Justice for B4.
Oh my god. All right. So what stupid fucking shitty ass video did you want me to play, you retard boat?
To do with a monkey?
No, I posted the thing in Stallmaster's teaching.
Wait, you posted in what?
I posted it in Goon Lagoon.
Okay, let's see if I can find that. It's in... There's a Stallmaster thread in here? I haven't even
That's
seen
the one
it.
I just made, yeah.
Oh, you just made one. Why don't I see it?
Let's see, where's that?
I don't see that at all. Oh, there. Okay, there it is. Just took a second.
Stallmaster's teachings.
Oh, thanks, James.
My
Oh,
pleasure.
oh, the
Hey,
problem was I couldn't read. Not that I just, not that it wasn't loading. I just don't know how to read. I'm a retard.
Well, you know what it is? Is
You gotta look
James
at it
has
hard.
found it, so he doesn't know how you
I
have
love
it.
this retard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen him before, this is our good friend Master Studios, aka Stallmaster, and he's a great actor. He teaches us a lot of stuff. We had a whole episode about him. It's a pretty good episode. He actually made one of the best podcasts I've ever heard in my entire life. Had one of the greatest comedy sketches I've ever seen called Y2 Vents.
He owns a berry farm.
Well, that's up for debate, actually, whether or not he's not. Doesn't seem to be too into berries. I can tell you that much. By the way, Joe for 20 says H2BHJ crew. I have to be a wagey, but 07 Fire Chief James and Cult. Thank you very much, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, so let's while Joe is being a wagey, let's learn how to count. Since the rest of us are unemployed retards, let's learn how to count with Stallmaster.
Hey folks,
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
Stallmaster
kinda.
and welcome to the Stallmaster Productions YouTube channel.
Wow, I like that. He even learned how to pan audio. It went from right in the middle to just my left ear somehow, just the first second.
Now, I'm gonna do a tutorial video for yesterday's challenge video that I made called the Count to 10 Forward and Backward Challenge.
Yeah, this is the other reason why the Friday show had to end. Something about the Friday show really makes it look like all I do is poke fun of actual retards. I don't know what it is. I try to cover guys like Mersh and Royce and Alex Stein, Santa Cruz Joker, and then every time I open up the gates to you guys, you're like, "What if you made fun of a Down syndrome for 5 hours?" Is that good? Okay.
Here are a few steps that I have to give you while doing this challenge.
How many steps? Because I don't know how to count.
Step 1.
All right, you lost me. Hang on a second. What
the fuck is that?
What does that mean?
The
numbers.
Count to 10. Forward.
Okay.
Step 2. You count backward from 10 to 1. That's all of the steps that I have to give you.
It's
He
hardly
only taught us how to count to 2.
It's hardly even a list, really. I mean,
so
that's essentially a Linus Tech Tips tutorial. There.
1, 2.
All right. Now, what's the over/under that he gets all of these correct? I mean,
I think he practiced.
Let's place our bets now. Do we think he nails every single one of these, or is there one screw up?
Okay, I bet
One screw up.
8.
One screw up.
He skips 8.
No, I think there's a moment where he hesitates and he kind of remembers where he is, and then it's fine.
Hang on a second. I gotta stop you. There's no way a guy that looks like this skips 8.
No, he loses track after 7, so he skips 8.
3.
No.
4.
No, he doesn't.
5.
That's a fat
6.
joke.
7. 8.
Thank you, Urquit.
Oh,
you wanna?
Oh my God.
No, that guy didn't get it.
I didn't get that. I didn't.
That's a fat joke.
Look, we reached 8.
I like that I call out Urquit for fucking explaining the joke, and then he goes,
You did.
He goes, that guy didn't get it. Like that, it makes. Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
I know.
I wanted him to be in on the joke.
No, fuck no.
Overlord, you can't be in on the joke.
Do you have any idea how hard I try to make it to be in on any of the jokes here? I mean, I'm talking in. I'm essentially talking in riddles sometimes. Like it's not. No, there's certain people you're not meant to be in on the joke. Okay.
9, 10.
Overlord's one of them.
Overlord is number 1 with a bullet, or number 10 with a bullet, or number 8 with a bullet. I don't know.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
This is a 28-year-old man. How old is Stallmaster? Just to be clear.
I think he might be 30 by now.
Jesus.
He is, yeah.
I think he's cheating.
7, 2, 1.
Wait. Did he skip one? Wait, hang on. We gotta listen carefully.
No, he's cheating.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
have
written on
to
the screen.
Oh my God, you're right. Look where he's looking. Look where he's looking. He's not looking into the lens.
Oh my God.
He's looking at the
cheating.
screen.
9,
Yeah, he's cheating.
He's
8,
cheating. Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All of a sudden, this retard has become a
Is how I did the challenge yesterday.
Wait, we're watching.
Yesterday.
Wait, what?
You did the challenge yesterday?
So we're watching.
This was the
this is the
tutorial on how to do the challenge. He posted the challenge the day before.
Okay. So, all right, hang on.
So
just
in case you failed.
just to be clear, and let me clear this up with Urquit. Urquit, you gotta tell me if I'm right about this.
Okay.
So what happened was yesterday he posted a video where he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Yes.
And then today he's saying, here's how I did that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that Urquit? Is that what's going on here?
That's correct. Yes.
Oh,
Just to
okay.
be clear.
It's like David Blaine
video
revealing the
confirm.
magic trick.
Is Overlord
I
allowed to
hope
know
you
that?
all have to do the same, just as I did. All right,
Well, we're
folks,
gonna have
I
to
hope
do
you
it.
enjoyed this tutorial video for yesterday's challenge video.
Evil Ian in chat says, "Oh, this is the answer for yesterday's riddle." Right? Yeah.
Be sure to subscribe for more content. Click on the notification bell. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next video on a Stallmaster Productions YouTube channel.
Okay, here's my tutorial for how to wipe your ass like I did yesterday. And then he bends over and his mom walks in the frame and does it for him.
Can we watch the previous one?
Yeah, I would like to see the previous one. Could you maybe grab that boat, or I can find it. Hang on a second.
I think we should test ourselves after that to see if we can do it.
Okay, here we go.
So,
I've got it.
real quick,
No.
he turned 32 in April.
All right.
Holy shit.
As a 32-year-old man, here's count to 10 forward and backward challenge. All the babies are doing it. All right.
He also recently released the Snap and Clap challenge.
Hey folks, I'm Stallmaster and welcome to the Stallmaster Productions YouTube channel. Now, I'm gonna have to do the challenge video. So I created a challenge. It's called...
He's being forced to do. I'm going to have to do. I love that at a certain level of retarded, there's a guy with a gun making you do YouTube videos. And actually, it's a certain level of retarded and also a certain level of rich, apparently. I've noticed that it's guys like Stallmaster. They're forced to do challenges against their will. You can see the pain in their eyes. And then it's also guys like Mr. Beast. For some reason, there's some guy just off camera in every thumbnail. You know what?
Frank Castle.
Frank Castle standing there with $100 in his hand.
He was Force Productions.
I really gotta. We gotta start taking Mr. Beast thumbnails. Just crop out him, and then leave a big blank space and make the AI in Photoshop fill it in with a man holding him hostage with a gun or something. I'm telling you. The way he look at any Mr. Beast thumbnail, and it's like, it's as if they used Face App to force him into a smile as his eyes cried out in anger and help.
The County to 10 forward and backward challenge. So, here goes nothing.
I have a feeling this is not nothing for him. I bet this is actually here goes quite a bit of something. We're taking up a lot of CPU on the Stallmaster computer.
I feel like he just threw it out there on the spot and then had to sit and think there for a second whether or not he could actually do it. Through that long pause. Yeah. Here goes nothing.
He hadn't really.
I mean, his fan is going full blast.
Yeah. Well, why two vents? He had to really convince himself, like, oh, okay, you got this, right? Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, it's good so far.
Now I do it backward.
Eating. Buying time.
Okay, fingers crossed. Here we go.
10, 9.
He's cheating. I can see it. I can see it in his eyes. Every time he goes backwards, he's reading it. You can see it.
Yep.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
So he's
3,
cheating.
2, 1. And that's it. I'm gonna do a tutorial video for it tomorrow.
Wait, he was already planning that?
Yeah.
He plans out his entire year.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he does plan
knows.
out every video for his year. Yeah.
He knows how many of these videos he's doing.
Man, he should plan to brush his teeth.
God.
So
And then if he changes his plans, he uploads a video to explain that he changed his plan.
Yep.
Well, you
That's
know,
so
there's a
thorough.
lot of people out there keeping his schedule. They don't want to get a,
Yeah.
you don't all of a sudden, you don't want to all of a sudden have that dropped on you that tomorrow you were learning how to count forwards and backwards, and all of a sudden out of nowhere he's talking shapes. That would be scary.
Yes.
Well, you see, the guy with a gun that forces Tards to do all of this has a very busy schedule. So he had all of these planned out in advance. He said, "Here you go. Here's the schedule."
I want to try to get a job as the guy with a gun who forces retards and Mr. Beast to do these things. I would enjoy that, actually.
I feel like you're very near to that in some ways.
That's very close.
Enjoy this
You just gotta
challenge
point your
video
finger gun at him and he'll do it.
I made.
Yeah.
Be sure to subscribe for more content. Click on the notification bell. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you all in a tutorial video tomorrow on the Starmaster Productions YouTube channel.
Tomorrow.
Okay, there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Stallmaster.
That was so good.
A classic goon of yore, and we'll never see him again. That's it. That's,
if he was gonna cheat by like reading, couldn't he have just cheated by watching videos of space? Because they count down from 10, and that seems like something he'd enjoy watching over and over again.
Zephod, it's even worse than that. He cheated by seeing someone else already do that exact video.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's retards all the way down, man. I mean, they're all.
I'm surprised he didn't go from 20 to 30, or 10 to 20. You know.
Whoa! So you just messed up numbers. That's crazy.
After 10 comes 20.
You
and then
really,
21.
really should have had it on the screen in front of you before you started saying it.
Yeah. I've had too much alcohol.
Well, I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't be sure
think you
that
need
it
to-
was
or-
alcohol. Gavin McPenis, they say in the chat room. Okay. That's why you gotta pay for me to read chats, folks. I can't look at it ever again. All right, well, I'm out.
All right, have a good night,
Peace,
Jesse.
nigga.
Take it easy.
I didn't get the chance to tell you what type of new guy I am.
huge crotch and watch him scream.
Japan just raised their age of consent from 13 to 16. Straight up trouble right there. You like this?
Hit them all.
Turns out Jesse was trying to change my diaper.
Did you guys know they added the Shinji character to the Lightyear movie?
All right. Okay.
Everything about Rufio.
Guys.
3 days about Rufio.
Guys, hang on a second. Hang on. Real quick.
Life is a waterfall. We're one in the river and one again after the fall, swimming through the void. We hear the word, we lose ourselves, but we find it all, because we are the ones that want to play, always want to go, but you never want to stay. And we are the ones that want to choose, always want to play, but you never want to lose aerials in the sky. When you lose small mind, you free your life. Life is a waterfall. We drink from the river. Then we turn around and put up our walls, swimming through the void. We hear the word. We lose ourselves, but we find it all, because we are the ones that want to play. Always want to go, but you never want to stay. And we are the ones that want to choose. Always want to play, but you never want to lose. Oh, aerials in the sky. When you lose small mind, you free your life, aerials. So up high, when you free your eyes, eternal prize, aerials in the sky. When you lose small mind, you free your life, aerials. So up high, when you free your eyes. Eternal prize.
Wow. So that's what I would sound like if I sounded like a guy. That's cool.
Wake up, grab a brush.
Wait, hang on. We got another one here. Hang on.
Wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup. Hide the scars to fade away the shake-up. Hide the scars to fade away the... Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to grab a brush and put a little makeup. You wanted to hide the scars to fade away the shake-up. You wanted to... Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? You wanted to... I don't think you trust. In my self-righteous suicide, I cry when angels deserve to die. Wake up. Grab a brush and put a little makeup.
This doesn't sound anything like me, right? I don't...
A little bit.
Very little.
I mean, it sounds like
Lenny a little.
It sounds like how you talk 5% of the time.
Hide the scars to fade away the... Hide the scars to fade away the shake-up. Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to grab a brush and put a little makeup. You wanted to hide the scars to fade away the shake-up. You wanted to... Why'd you leave the keys upon the table?
Okay, we get it.
Lunatic Ranch!
Go ahead and delete that, Bo.
Lunatic Ranch!
Okay, that's funny.
know you're out there.
Lunatic Fringe. Lunatic Fringe.
Oh, that's Owen Schroyer saying that. That's funny. What else we got?
I'm the fucking devil, dude.
Oh, that's a good one. That needs to be a little louder.
I'm the fucking devil, dude.
That is crazy that Nick Masterson was just straight up ripping off Chris D'Elia, an actual pedo guy, while saying that. That's an insane thing to do.
Devil, dude. I'm the fucking devil, dude. I'm the fucking devil, dude. I'm a fucking
Probably ran through his
pedophile.
head.
I'm a fucking pedophile, dude. I'm a fucking pedophile. I'm a fucking pedophile.
Okay. Sorry.
What do I look like, a pedophile? Just a...
Ooh, see, it's a little muted.
Wow. What do I look like, a pedophile? Just a...
Yeah, we're gonna bump that up a little bit there, but pretty good. Pretty good.
Did you hear they put Buzz Lightyear in the new gay movie?
Okay. All right, I had. They say in the chat room, AI Jesse sounded bored. Yeah, it was my sounded bored soundboard. I agree with that. All right, how about we do this? We'll wrap it up with one more thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a post in Goon Lagoon that's got some decent... Jesus Christ. Okay, it's got some decent feedback on it, and I'll see if there's anything worth looking at in one of these posts, and we'll just look at that. That'll be the last thing we do. We've got a jock
on names.
Pun names. That's no, I don't think so.
I didn't get a chance to tell you guys what sort of guy I am now. I changed guys.
Is that a drop, or is that really James?
What kind of guy is you?
Wait.
James.
I think that was live, James.
Was that live?
Well, you know how Mersh changes guys on occasion. He goes from being like a cat guy to a.
I thought that was a drop for sure. I was convinced that was a drop because I heard you.
Oh.
I heard you say that a minute ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's a funny drop." When does he say that? And now here you are. This is live. You're saying it. This is crazy.
This is real.
Yeah.
This is unreal, man. All right, go ahead.
I'm a gold collecting guy now. I just collected my first piece of gold.
Somebody please turn his thing about I didn't tell you what type of guy I am now. I need that to be a drop. That was so insane. I can't believe it.
I even have
you're still
a
talking.
Nevada gold back.
What is happening? You're still talking.
Hey James, send me a link for that, please.
What are you, Minnie Manson, showing shit on camera?
Here we
Show
go.
and tell.
Here.
Here's my little 2.5 grams of gold.
He won't take it out either. He won't take it out of the thing.
Where do you
Keeping
live
it
again,
Collector's
James?
edition. In Vermont.
Montpelier.
Yeah.
What was his street address?
Never mind.
Is somebody just randomly talking to themselves? Okay, so I figure the the COG thread's got a lot of good stuff in it. Got a lot of responses. I really want to play one particular one, but we just can't do it here on YouTube. There was a great moment where COG got porn bombed. Actually, that should be added to the porn bomb thread as well.
I love the porn bomb thread.
Yeah, the porn bomb thread's awesome. And if you have any old porn bombs, by the way, add those to the porn bomb thread. I want them all in there.
All right.
Doom
I've posted all of them.
Doom managed to porn bomb COG live on the show. We love when you get somebody through Twitter live. That's like such a funny way to do it. But there's another little clip here that we can play real quick. It's just a real fast one, but just something from our Goon Lagoon here. And we really do actually need to start covering COG more. He truly, not only is he like a true goon, but for all the different people that know COG and his supposed A-logs, aka A-cogs, and all of these different factions around, no one really covers COG. There's not a lot of COG coverage. I know Kino Casino kind of talks about him because they're talking about like Andy fighting him and stuff, but it's not the same. Nobody's really doing COG stuff. And Cog has been badly unspooling for about a year now. It's been getting worse and worse and worse. And Cog's worst enemy somehow is actually feds. Now our trans friend feds. Now Cog doesn't know that it's fed. Cog thinks it's me. Just like with Teddy Feezer, I get blamed for everything online. And by the way, thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. Please, again, make your profile. Let's go back to the old ways. Put the Blessed Jesse in the profile picture. Make your.
We're all Jesse.
You're all Jesse. Everybody's
all
Jesse on the internet because the goons already believe that. There's no reason not to give them the lie they want to be true. It's not. We don't need this whole thing of like, oh, that wasn't me. That wasn't. Oh, you're so stupid for It was me. You're right. Someone committed a crime against you and you think it was me? It was. Okay. Oh, somebody doxed your mom and went to her house on stream and then showed everybody her naked through the window. That was me. It was. So I like that. Cog is big time enemies with feds, doesn't know it. In fact, I'm having deja vu right now. I'm pretty sure I've actually said this exact same thing on a stream already in exactly this context. Like severe deja vu right now. He still hasn't figured it out. Not me. It's a girl. A girl has made you completely unspool. So badly, by the way, that, I jokingly referred to Cog, and this is taken off all over. Porcelain loves this. We now call Cog British Mersh. Okay? So he's British Mersh.
Cog loves that.
Does he? Because we're about to see him respond to it. Let's take a look at how Cog feels about it.
Davey C saying, had to be honest, British Mersh. I do look like Mersh. That's true. I can't help it. It's just having a goatee and some glasses, bro. I know, I do look like Mersh. Can tell you one thing I've not done, though. Not beg my audience to buy me a fucking car, to which I can't even afford the petrol on it, really. But again, when you have nothing...
That was a little... he did a little Trump thing there. Did you notice that? That little really in there? Really? He's like talking... He's doing a little Trump stuff.
But again... when you have nothing to my audience to buy me a fucking car, to which I can't even afford the petrol on it, really.
I look like Mersh, it's true.
He just throws in a real quiet little, really? It's just a little Trump.
Which I can't even afford the petrol on it, really. But
really? That's not Cog talking there. He's accidentally doing Trump. He's not doing it as a joke either because he's not doing the voice. He's accidentally... This is a thing. Stupid dudes online accidentally copy Trump. All the time. They look at, when they see Trump do like they'll watch, like a guy like Cog will watch one of those Trump compilations of Trump epically destroying libtards. And I don't think Cog is even that type of guy, but he watches that and he's like, oh, so that's how you do it. He's like taking notes. He's like, oh, okay. So if I want to make Andy feel bad, I got to talk like this. And he's just been taking little mental notes in his head. He just thinks that's like being alpha. Being Trump to these guys is like being an alpha. But anyway, I love that he is... Oh, I'm sorry. Are we bothering you?
I was just humming.
Yeah, Dirk took my wife to the bone zone.
Okay.
Let's go, felt it, etc.
So I love this. Jobless Johnny, they call him, British Mersh, Cog. He doesn't have a job, but he's like, I never did this incredibly specific thing, Mersh. Yeah, we're not saying that you lived in your car. We're saying you look like the internet's Mersh. And that's bad enough, by the way. You could be a millionaire, and have a babe for a wife instead of some Indian street burrito maker. But if you looked like Mersh, that would take away everything. That would be the worst. So yeah, we know you didn't do the specific Mersh stuff. No one was claiming that.
Me a fucking car to which I can't even afford the petrol on it, really. But
really,
again, when you have nothing to say about me, that's when they'll always go, oh, but he looks like Mersh.
That's something to say about you. I mean, and by the way, the reason I say you look like British Mersh is because we're starting to notice the Earth's Mershes. Okay, this is a thing.
Pot off a one. Pot off a one.
We've seen a series of Mershes out there. These new Mershes just keep popping up all over the place.
It's a whole undiscovered subspecies of people.
It's a genre of man.
Homo-Mercius. Yeah.
It's an entire genre
Homo-Mercius.
of man. And they're all streamers, too. It's really crazy. I can't even remember who some of the other ones were. I had like a post of 4 different Mershes, including Hollywood Mersh. But I think that was on my Twitter account that got taken down now. So now I don't remember it. But British Mersh is certainly up there. I've seen a Pakistani Mersh, for crying out loud. You wouldn't even think something like that was possible.
Holy shit.
Warski with glasses on. Looks like Mersh. Oh!
No, he doesn't. Okay, just to be clear, nah. This isn't a glasses and hat problem. This is an everything else problem. If you remove the accoutrement, you still look like the Earth's Mersh.
Warski with glasses on. Looks like Mersh. Oh my god, I know. Just put glasses on him with his beard and put a hat on his head. He looks like Mersh. I know, it's crazy stuff.
So he's really, really upset about being British Mersh, which means you're British Mersh forever.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
Very good. Okay, well, there you go. Some jobless Johnny. That's in the COG thread, a very good COG thread by Feds. COG/cognitive thought/backwards internet /Johnny. Jobless Johnny, they're calling him. Okay. I really want you to imagine British Mersh sitting there taking notes on Trump and how he destroys guys. Wow, he called him disanctimonious. Wow, that's big. This is the way their brains work. We need to start calling out these guys that they're taking notes from the former president on how to A-log. I mean, that's not great.
He probably didn't even get it off Trump. He probably watched Beardson copy Trump.
It could be something worse. It could be he saw Feezer do it, because Feezer is absolutely doing that.
Well, they get it all from
It's all the
Fuente.
time he spent watching Ethan Ralph.
Oh,
and Fuentes.
And you know what? I'll just end with this. And again, if you missed the beginning of this, you want to see it. This is going to go in the. This is going to be just for the member people only out there, or in the Pizza Fund. So if you got a YouTube membership or you're in the Pizza Fund, pot off that pizza. $1 level in the Pizza Fund, $1.99 on YouTube. I don't know. You tell me which is a better deal. But you can watch the replay of that there. But I just want to end with this. As far as the Feezer thing, I don't have like an outro or anything ready to go for this because again, this was James's fault. I wasn't even supposed to be here today. But
Thanks, James.
Thank you, James, for doing this to us. But
Happy to be here.
Just to be clear,
Happy to eat here.
Happy to eat here. Happy to eat here.
Happy to fees here.
Happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
Feezer don't get to have a YouTube. I mean, not a YouTube. Feezer don't get to have a Twitter account no more. Okay? At Red Pill Gang TV, I think is his account. He don't get to have that no more.
Oh.
Well, I can't tell anybody to do anything, and so I'm not. But I am going to say he don't get to have that no more. I don't get to have at Pot Awful anymore. He has admitted that he's the one who reported my Twitter. Went through old tweets to try to get anything to stick. We've now discovered that he has an alt account that he has all of us banned on. If you are on YouTube, not YouTube, if you're on Twitter and you follow me or you followed at Pot Awful on Twitter, then you have been blocked by his alt account. So he's got these alt accounts too. He's reporting anybody making fun of him. When we tried to get Teddy Feezer trending, he was taking notes. He's probably already reported you. I'm just throwing that out there. In my
We have
mind,
7 followers.
in my mind, I'm not one
Not
of
very
these.
feasible.
I'm not one of these internet morals guys. Okay, I'm not one of these like, oh, we're all playing by the same set of rules, guys. We're not, and you're stupid for doing it. I'm from the internet hate machine era of the internet, and Teddy, you don't get to have a Twitter no more. You better keep your extremely big nose permanently clean. You better not have one bad tweet. You know, apparently now you can get a Twitter account taken down for saying sis. Wonder if he's ever said it. That's all I'm saying. Teddy Feezer, I'm not really that into the Teddy Feezer stuff, to be honest. Again, I didn't actually have anything to do with him. He just assumed it for some reason. I take credit for it wholeheartedly. I was behind all of it, but I'm not that interested. There's probably not going to be a Teddy Feezer show, so you can stop asking to the people who keep asking me when's that happening. Probably isn't. He's boring. He stinks. And as far as I'm concerned, soon enough, he won't even have a Twitter account because you don't get to have one no more. I don't get to have my Twitter account no more. You don't get to have your account no more. And here's the thing, even if you're blocked by the fees, you can report a guy that's blocked you. You can just report his account. No stopping you. You can report the entire account, and then it's Twitter's job to go back through the tweets and see what's offending. Just make some slave monkey.app do it. So I'm not implying anything when I say that. Yeah, we're done. We're done with Feezer having a presence, getting to be out there. You know what? I think you should be relegated to Telegram. That Telegram's more your speed. That's what I'm thinking. That's me personally. I just think you don't get to have a Twitter no more. Okay, and with that, thank you to Ian for gifting another 5 memberships and Overlord for gifting another 5 memberships. Again, to who? I don't know. There's no one. There can't possibly be anybody left. But you keep doing it. You could
Probably
have
gifted one to Teddy Feezer.
You could have sent in a super chat instead, but you gave out memberships, and now I guess more people get to watch this. So thank you, 07.
Give me your Venmo.
And happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here.
Did somebody just say, "Give me your Venmo"?
Yeah, I'll give it. I'll straight. I will skip the YouTube and give it to you, bro.
Are you in the pizza fund?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you know, that's good enough. Pizza fund's good enough. I don't need you to Venmo me money. I'm fine. Thank you. Venmo.
This man is a professional pay pig.
Are you looking?
Yes!
Jesus Christ!
I'm a fan.
Feds knows. Yeah.
Are you looking to
My favorite.
Are you looking to split a pizza or something? You want my Venmo?
No. We were all supposed to have Domino's tonight, by the way, and none of us had it.
Well,
I didn't hear about that.
That was tonight.
That was
Last week he told us.
No. That was that's a pizza party thing. That was an idea for a pizza party thing. That's an upcoming thing. That's not
this is not
I'm
that. Drunk already.
This is not that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if you want my Venmo, it's of course Laura Craft Bayonetta.
No. Is that really your Venmo?
I don't remember. It's something like that because that's just ask CBDX.
Oh.
Just ask CBDX what Laura Craft Bayonetta's Venmo is.
Yeah, okay. If it's not a Rufio reference, I don't
Does
know.
CBDX still exist?
That is a Rufio reference.
I think they actually do still exist to some degree. Yeah, technically.
No fucking way.
Technically speaking, Laura Craft Bayonetta is a Rufio reference, isn't it?
That's a Rufio reference?
Yeah, sort of.
Yes.
Yeah,
is that a 2020 or 2021?
No, this is old stuff.
Okay, 2019. I haven't got that far.
I think it's an episode called Dark Pheonix.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, it's in the Rise of
Okay, let me save that. Let me save that.
Yeah,
Feeding black.
You're definitely going to check that out. All right. Thank you, everybody. And apologies for what James did to us here. James,
fuck you, James.
James, any final words here before we go?
James.
It is what it is.
Yeah, Dirk took my wife to the bone zone.
Okay, so James is just not going to respond. He's just sitting there.
I said happy to be here, didn't I?
No, you didn't actually. You said nothing. You were just staring bizarrely.
No, my camera's screwing up again.
I'd like to.
Okay, yeah, go to cbdx.com and that.
James, I'd like to bend you over my knee and fucking ram something up you.
That's not right. That's not good.
All right.
Vlad,
Well,
style.
All right.
Nothing I can do about it. It's got to be done.
I don't.
Are you gonna
that
keep
has to
him
be
as a
done at all.
trophy?
All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.